Bottom line sports show, master plan flow, can't cheat and no. I take Jake Fo show, one professor knows when alley-oop jamming, 10 toes never fold out to win, them boys were better red.
I need my hands, I just want
Let's go, street pro, bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O, sports professor, you know, Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play out. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing with girls' DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champions.
I need my hands, I just want
Let's go, street pro, bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O, sports professor, you know, Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left, bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O.
Go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then I double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone, end zone. Keep them coming, I know. I won't flub my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
Yo, what up, friends? You know what it is. The Bottom Line Sports back at it again for y'all on a special Wednesday edition. Holla at ya, boys. You know what it is. First of all, I got to move the OG up top. My brother Canteen, how are you doing? How are you doing today, my friend? How is it going today up in your land?
Been a long day, bro, but I got something in my cup to kind of go on and ease me on out. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking, man. I'm glad to be here, fellas. Good to see y'all. Wild card, Jake, you. Let's get this thing cracking, baby.
My brother, I know you just came from school trying to educate yourself, and I really appreciate you always bettering yourself. You are an inspiration for show. Let's keep it moving to the next gentleman. You've known him for a long time here at the Bottom Line Sports as well. In a second, he will give you his hottest take of the week. He is Hot Take Jake. What's good, brother?
What's up, man? Man, it's been a lot of sports, a lot of stuff happening all week. Boy, am I glad MLB is back. Boy, did we see Texas Tech choke it up. I can't wait to get into it. It's going to be a fun time. Can't wait to laugh at Flo's team.
Woo! Man, you said it better than I could. I was gonna say something to that effect, that in the past week, the sports world has been going crazy. News from every single sport, even sports in the off season. We're like, what's happening? Mind blown here, mind blown there. And we had to bring in one of our super special guests, longtime friend of the family from I.O.W. Sports, which, if you didn't know, means I often wonder. What a great little acronym. He is friend of the show and a sports expert, all-around sports expert, like your brother, the sports professor here. Wow, Mar. What's good, brother?
Man, what it do, y'all, man? Expert, man. Hey, my man, trying to put it on thick, dog. Hey, man, I ain't no expert, man. I just be talking my shit, dog. Always a pleasure to be here. Hey, man, we ain't friends, man. We one fucking family in this joint, man. We podcast family.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure to be here. Hey, man, I.O.W. Bottom line, it's sensational, baby, sensational.
No, we definitely are a streaming family here. Me and Mar and us, and me and Mar on the outside as well, collab a lot, as well as I collab with Detroit Mel from I.O.W. Shout out to our brother Detroit Mel. Shout out to the rest of the I.O.W. crew, Nick and MJ. Hope you're doing well. Prayers up, brother. So I mean, like all these things, it is a family type atmosphere in the streaming world, and as well, I mean, you know what it is. Mar is just a really good all-around dude. He loves talking sports, and he's making his triumphant return. So go ahead and let them know where you are back, where they can find you, my friend.
Yeah, and what Omar is really talking about is my late night show. All right, that's the only triumphant return. If you go to my Twitter page, KC Wildcard Mar, you know this, man. Mm-hmm. I be posting all kind of stuff, whether I'm doing collabs with Bottom Line, collabs with O, collabs with Jake, collabs with any and everybody. Audible podcast, shout out my guy Bobby G. 613 Fate Productions, shout out my fam over there. Hey, just go to my Twitter page. I got a lot of stuff going on, but if you need some good late night sports talk on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Wednesday nights, take your ass on over to I.O.W. Sports Network. You'll catch me talking my shit on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. You know, about 9-10-ish CP time, depending on that time frame. I ain't got no standing time. Whenever I cut the camera on, it's a general time. So between 9 and 10. All right, 9 and 10. All right.
Now I will say, you all, if you are up at that time at the late hour, like I am at the, in my time, that would be the 10 o'clock hour, maybe 11 sometimes. I want you to know that if you wait for it and he comes on, you should listen, because it is going to be a hilarious, entertaining, and very informing show, because he does his research. Now, I will admit and say, yes, he is like me. We are all on CP time most of the time. And Mar and me especially just like to sometimes come on whenever the hell we feel like it, even if it's 30 minutes late. So don't be alarmed if he's not on right when it says he's scheduled to be. But that being said, y'all make sure you tap in with him, the I.O.W. fan, the Man Down Sports fam, Tony the Savant, Alan Perez, Let's Talk Sports. That being said, make sure you already know. And as well, make sure you hit Jake's Final Say pod. And as well, make sure that you subscribe to Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. There's a handy QR code up at the top. It'll take you to all the links, including the Bottom Line Sports Facebook group. Go ahead and join that. And now, let's kick this bad boy off with hot take. Oh, wait a second. We got some comments rolling in heavy. Hold up, Jake. Let's see what we got here.
They already coming in heavy already.
Hey, Champ Ross. We love Champ Ross up in here. He runs an excellent boxing predictions group. If you like that sort of thing, get with me. I can get in touch. Alan, AP family here, says King James, Rick James, Jesse James.
Stop. He is drunk already. That boy went home and got drunk off of some bull crap. What the hell?
AP said Thunder in 5, and Jake is mad because, as you know, he's a Fakers fan, and I'm sure his hot take will have something to do with LeBron. And
this one's actually a little different, Omar. You get ready for this one. There's two segments.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. You're telling me you're not going to swing from LeBron's genitals tonight? Is that what you're not doing? Is that what you're not doing?
Okay. Hold on, Omar. I've been speaking facts on LeBron for the past, 4 years now? Come on now.
You've been speaking. You have not been speaking facts. You've been speaking infatuation. That's what you've been speaking. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bars.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Jake, are you a bronzexual?
Oh yes.
Yo,
he's a bronze.
And you know what, Mark? Right. You need to get Tony the Savant to stop hating on him, bro. I can't even get on his page at times because he has so much hate on LeBron.
Yo, that's great.
I'd be like, yo, what the heck? This guy just be hating on my boy the whole time.
I will say, I'm not a big fan of LeBron, but my man Tony, my man, wake up and said, man, how the hell am I hate on LeBron today?
Yup. Yo, don't know that.
Yo. I thought I was look. Y'all know I'm a LeBron hater.
No, Tony is the biggest LeBron hater of all time, and Tony knows that too.
There is no dispute on that account. I know I am a big LeBron hater, but there is no bigger one.
Tony got you beat, good. Tony got you beat.
Yeah, Tony got him that shit.
I don't know. Is it because he knows that Michael Jordan's reign as the GOAT is over? I don't know what it is, but
hey, don't do that.
Look at that.
We're not having this conversation. Hey, Omar, do the host duties, man, because we not standing for this foolishness right now. We're not.
No, we are not standing for this foolishness. And as I mean, look, again, I'm a Bron hater, so I would normally tell to Bron fans to get the hell out of here. But Tony is on another level of Bron hateration. You would think.
He surpassed you, bro.
Canteen, you would think he's from Cleveland the way he hated on LeBron.
Right. For real.
Hey, Tony Savant, the Silky Johnson of LeBron haters. Hate.
I'm telling y'all, the hate is real. I got two statements, Omar.
All right, the hot pick of the week. Let's go. What is it?
One's going to be live and one's going to be that was just announced. One's going to be of what I feel is about to happen. I think we're about to have storylines, Omar, in the NBA.
Okay.
But let me get to the first topic real quick. NBA. I need y'all to really...
He took his glasses off, so it's about to be for, it's about
guys,
to be for real.
You know what I'm tired of now more than ever? I'm tired of the Hall of Fame just inviting anybody. I'm really tired of it. This is a small take. It's not my biggest one yet, but I need to say this, and I need to say this clearly. Carmelo Anthony couldn't wipe the top 20, his best of all times, ass.
Come on, no.
In fact, why in the hell are we just letting anybody in the Hall of Fame?
You
don't deserve it, Mark.
Fuck this, mute cuz. Fuck this. Mute cuz.
No, he don't deserve it, Mark. He don't deserve it.
Stop this, dog.
Look. Okay, we need a little timeout,
guys.
No, hold on, dog. We ain't this, dog. We ain't doing this, dog.
No. Be real. What has he ever done other than practically been on the coattails of people and made it to win a couple of Olympics? What's he ever done?
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. I'll let y'all go first on that before I get to my second one. I'll let y'all responses.
Wait, hold on. You talking about one of the best scoring power forwards in all of basketball? You talking about one of the best scoring?
If we're inviting everybody, then let's invite everybody, Mar. Let's invite
Come on, man.
Let's invite Luol Deng. Let's invite these kind of guys, bro.
Oh my God! Did you just put Luol Deng on the same
in the same tier as Carmelo Anthony?
Jay, you got Jay. You going off a deep end tonight, bro. Those are two different calibers.
Jay, mute cuz right now.
I muted him. I'm not gonna flow mute him. I'll bring him back in a second.
Now you're talking about a guy in Carmelo Anthony, a Syracuse guy who could ball, who could literally ball. You said Luol Deng. They are two different calibers of ball players, man. What are you talking about, Jay? Really?
Thank you, man.
Come on, Jay.
I'm talking about stat stuffers, bro. That's all the man ever did, and he only did it one time offensively. Man couldn't do anything, bro. I'm just calling a spade a spade. What has Carmelo done to deserve the Hall of Fame? Please.
I tell you what he did. He had a better rookie season than your King James.
Oh, stop.
A rookie of the year.
So did Michael Carter Williams. So did Michael Carter Williams one time. He never did any. He never amounted to shit. I'm sorry.
Hey, first of all,
and then you got to give Carmelo Anthony 10-time All-Star guy, 10-time All-Star.
No, tell me, Ken.
10-time All-Star, Jay.
Yeah, talk to me
about it, man.
Hey, not only 10-time All-Star, we talking about 6-time All-NBA. And not only are we talking about him, we talking about 3-time gold medalist Carmelo Anthony. We also talking about won a national championship, one and done Carmelo Anthony. This man won on damn near every level. This
now,
man.
Jake, not only that, Jake, at least 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
Oh man,
Jake, let's
Is
talk
that not
about
Rudy?
it.
Did you not? Hey, did you name Rudy Gay's stats? Was that Rudy Gay's stats? Because that's what we're practically saying.
Yeah.
Yo, I am
I'm just being real.
I am so tired of your Rudy Gay comparisons.
Jake,
you know what?
Going out the deep end, big dog.
Ken, go ahead. Ken, go ahead. You go next. I'll go after you. Go ahead, Ken.
Here's the thing, Jake. I just made it relevant. The guy scored at least 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. The guy played in over 565 games.
Come on, man.
Where's Steve Novak? Might as well give Steve Novak a damn Hall of Fame introduction too, man.
Jake, not only that, he was
Mario Chalmers. Son of a gun, bro.
Jake, come on, man.
Jake, come on,
no, I'm just calling a spade. I'm tired of it, bro.
Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers. Man, you gonna make me pull a flow and kick you out. You gonna make me pull a flow.
I'm just being real. What's he ever done? He never made a team better. Never made a team better, Mar. Never made a team, Omar.
Hey, hold on. You talking about the guy that's won on every level.
Jake, every level. He superseded all the expectations.
He won on every level. I didn't see all the damn Larry O'Brien trophy ever, Mar.
Okay, so not everybody wins the NBA championship. But what I'm saying is, you can't say he didn't make a team better when he's won on every level. He's my thing is like, come on, we talking about Carmelo Anthony. What teams were he supposed to win in the NBA championship with?
He did that to himself, Mar. Don't do that. If we're gonna go by the story, he should have been with the Miami Heat. He should, but he got too very impatient and he told Denver to trade him to the Knicks. Don't do that, Mar. We know the story. The goal was to have him, Wade, and LeBron.
Home squad. He wanted to play for his home squad. Well, first of all, you don't never plan anything with LeBron. All right, that's first of all. That's where he missed. All right,
that's true.
Don't play with LeBron. All right. First of all, LeBron is too sporadic. I don't know where his emotions and where he's gonna go. He might feel, let's do the big 3 here in Miami today, or no, let's do the big 3 in LA tomorrow. No, I ain't got time for all that. First of all, look, Carmelo Anthony. You talking about a guy that was damn near unguardable, because not only was he physical at the power forward position, his size made it hard for him to guard. He had guard-like offensive skills in a body that was that big. He was different. Carmelo Anthony was different, belongs in the Hall of Fame, got robbed of a Rookie of the Year in 2003. I'll stand here and I'll die on it. We talking about the same guy that was doing just as much as LeBron, at the same time as LeBron, but LeBron gets the name in notoriety. Come on, man. We talking about keeping a spade, Jay?
Jake, you gotta be real. Jake, you gotta keep it real.
I'm being real, man. He never made a team better, in my opinion.
Never
did.
Hooper, man.
Hey, Jeremy Lin and the Knicks look better without him during that run.
Wow.
If we're gonna call a spade a spade, Mark, the best time of the Knicks season, it was when Jeremy Lin was playing Linsanity.
Oh shit, Jake, man, come
on,
man. I need another drink, man.
Not one time did I ever look in there and say Carmelo's a threat. I was scared of Linsanity.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Omar, when you invited me, I didn't know that I need to go get my tequila, bro. I did not know. I had no idea. I'm gonna go get my tequila in a second.
Mar, let me add this. Let me just compare this to the NFL real quick. Deion Sanders just said it recently. He said, "Man, I'm really getting tired of everybody just falling in line into the Hall of Fame. None of these guys can strap the same shoelace I can, man. That's what I feel. Carmelo can't do that.
Now, I will agree with you on that. Now, I will agree with you on that. Deion Sanders.
Keep it real.
Now Deion Sanders made a good analogy and made a good comparison when he
There
made
should
that
be a Hall of
conversation
Very
because-
Good and a Hall of Fame.
No,
come on, Marv.
No, I'm hearing what you're saying, Jake, because I know that on Nightcap the other night, Asante Samuel got in his feelings about him comparing himself to Deion Sanders.
Asante crazy though. He tripping. Asante need to chill.
Yeah, I mean,
no, y'all introduce him, Marv, by kissing their asses. Y'all kiss everybody's asses. Everybody deserves a damn trophy with y'all. I'm tired of that.
No. Hold on.
No.
You know me well enough. You know me well enough.
Jake. Me looking like Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen on crack, you heard?
Thank you. Hey, damn a participation trophy.
No, I don't need that.
I'm all about either you win or you lose.
Oh, you're a loser. You're a winner or a loser.
You either win or you lose. But what I'm saying is, Carmelo won on every level except the NBA level.
Right.
All right. So if you're talking about the basketball Hall of Fame, it's not talking about just nitpicking his NBA career. It's talking about his career as a whole. You can't knock his whole career as a whole when he's won in high school, won in college, won on the international level. He can go down easily as one of the top 25 scorers of all time in basketball history.
You know who he reminds me of? This is my last point. If I'm going to compare it to NFL, you know who he reminds me of?
He's Dan Marino.
He's Frank Gore.
No,
Frank Gore. He just had stats. Never did shit for the team. Never made the team any better.
First of all, Frank Gore will be a Hall of Famer. All right.
Another slap in the face, like Deion said.
No, you can't. Okay, so here's my thing on the Hall of Fame.
I'm actually
if they make up the rules and regulations on what the criteria to make it, you fit it.
I think you had to have something in the biggest games to show me that you deserve that spot. That's all I'm trying to say, man.
I get what you're saying, Jake. You're not wrong. But what I'm saying is, if you look at the criteria, when they make up these criteria to get in the Hall of Fame, and if you fit it, you fit it. You fit it. That they make the rules. They make up the rules.
But Jake, let me say something. Jake, what is a significant accomplishment for you that makes somebody stand out then?
I don't remember Carmelo ever dominating and being a top 2, top 3 best at his position during his era. I don't.
What?
Hey, but man, you crazy as hell.
What?
Hey, hold on.
What?
Wait, Jake.
Am I being real or wrong?
You do remember?
You're wrong.
He's one of the best power forwards to come after Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki. He
literally power forward. I think he's a small forward, honestly.
Who cares? It don't matter what his position is. No matter.
Whether he's 3 or 4, he's hard to guard, and he's a bucket. Hard to guard and a bucket. You get that career, and you get Hall of Fame. How's that not the criteria?
Yo, I've been on this program for 2 years now,
and this is probably it.
I have heard every single ridiculous, ludicrous, just downright ignorant takes that Hot Take Jake has, and believe me, he has lots of them. If you don't watch this program,
man, Jake off the deep end, man.
I may never have heard one as bad as
this. Hey, make sure you snip this one. You better cut and snip this one. Snip this one.
Thank you for that, Canteen. I appreciate that. I'm going to do that.
Hey, Omar, the 21st minute. Remember, 21st minute is when you start clipping the rest of that part, and you go back to the 15th minute when Jake started talking this nonsense, and then you clip it.
Gotcha. We will do that. Before I go on, though, because I do think that is one of the most ridiculous takes, if not the most ridiculous take has ever had. Let's get into some comments here, and I apologize for the comment section. For some reason, the settings, I have it, so it should move us up when I put the comments up, but it doesn't, and it kept blocking Mar's face, and I didn't want to do that while he was talking. And he was giving good points. So let's run back through some comments real quick. Don't think that I'm not going to show them. I will. AP coming hard at Jake as always. Pause. Guess those Longhorns just aren't for show. Champ says these LeBron cronies got to take a hike. Just one word to piss off LeBron fans. Hashtag Jordan.
Jordan.
He said, Jordan GOAT. These young kids don't know nothing. I think we all agree except Jake here. He's the only one that would say Bron. The rest of us are MJ GOAT supporters. Mello, not a Hall of Famer. Talk
about Mark. Hate. That's not
what
hate.
Say, Mark?
No, hey, if you really want to have that conversation, we'll have to have it for another day, or where you put LeBron in the GOAT conversation.
We will have we got to have a private conversation on that one.
No, it ain't gonna be private. It ain't gonna be on this show.
Oh no,
we gonna talk about it.
Absolutely.
Oh no, we got to put it on camera because I got to hear the blasphemy that's gonna come out of your mouth when you say.
Oh yeah, we gonna schedule this. We need a world premiere of this on YouTube. You know what I mean? Come check out horrible hot take Jake's worst predictions ever.
Damn, Jake.
Oh man. Champ says these Broncos are coolest. He says Melo didn't do nothing, but he was the man on the Olympic team. Okay, Jake. That's sarcastic, obviously.
With a bunch of great players around him. Never did anything unless he had great players.
Jake definitely has definitely some PTSD from Rudy Gay. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe Rudy Gay came and slapped him in the face one time.
They did get Memphis. Sure. Memphis did upset the Spurs a couple of times in the offs.
I think Rudy Gay teabagged Jake or something.
Yeah. He definitely Jake wasn't swinging. He was sucking from that time. Pause. He said,
I gotta get him later. No, I'll get you later. Don't worry.
Melo was that guy. He said Syracuse didn't win since the 80s like that, but he brought Syracuse back. Facts, big facts. He says Melo never teamed up with anybody either, like LeBron did. Again, facts. Champ just bringing all the super facts right now, not like LeBron super teams.
I don't know about that. Amari Stoudemire was in his prime when he joined up with the Knicks. I'm just saying.
That was not prime.
There was a pick-em between Chris Bosh and Amari. I don't know who was better.
What? Wait, hold on. You do remember Amari literally pretty much career ended once he got there.
He ended up hurting himself, but at the same time, you had no idea who was going to be better, Chris Bosh or Amari Stoudemire. That was a good fight at the time.
No, we knew.
We knew. And as Champ points out, if he had Wade and Bosh, Melo would have won championships too.
Yeah, we don't know that. Crazy. We have no idea on that. Don't do that. That's blasphemous.
Excuse me, Champ. One more time. Carmelo gonna invite Jake to the induction ceremony, first row seat. Jake gonna be there. That's crazy. And then finally, AP. Let's talk sports. Shout out. LeBron isn't even top 5. Never was and never will.
That's a wild take.
Jake,
y'all run with that. Yeah, run with that dumbass take right there. That was a dumb take.
I can't agree with that. Yeah, I can't. I'm a LeBron hater, but I cannot agree with that, AP. I think you're a little off base there, and I think you might be a little more of a hater than I am as well. Not sure. But anyways, wow. What a spirited conversation that was. That was, and that wasn't even your hottest take of the week. And we just spent 20 minutes on that. What the hell is your hottest take?
You want me to save it for next week?
No, because I haven't even got to go yet. Hold on. Yeah, save it for next week. Next week. I haven't even got to go yet on this one. All I gotta say, Jake,
get the fuck out of here. Why don't you get the fuck out of here? Get the fuck out of here.
All right, listen here. I completely agree with you. I am one of the proponents, and I think you took this argument from me watching The Mind of the Professor, and I appreciate you tuning in to Ball and Bud, Jake. But I also have always said it should never be the Hall of Good or even the Hall of Great. It is the Hall of Fame and should be reserved for only the best of the best. That as Wildcard Mar so astutely pointed out, there are guardrails, there are baselines, there are metrics that are either achieved or not achieved to be able to be let into the Hall of Fame. Now, whether those metrics, which they do, change over time as voters and voter preferences change, which happens as some voters age out of the voting group and younger voters come in, so opinions will change. That does not ever change the fact that Carmelo Anthony is a Hall of Famer. There is no doubt about it that Carmelo Anthony is not just a great. Carmelo Anthony is a Hall of Famer without a championship ring. He is a Dan Marino type of Hall of Famer. Okay, he's not just some run-of-the-mill, whoever you said, Mario Chalmers or your other guy you'd be swinging from, Matt Stafford. You be swinging from Matt Stafford's genitals as well.
That boy
He's another.
Don't do that.
And he still ain't as good as Carmelo Anthony. So
crazy.
I'm not going to keep going because I think Mar and Can demolished you enough. But while I do agree with you, the Hall of Fame should be reserved for the best of the best. Carmelo is one of those. And your disrespect and blasphemy and besmirchment of the good name of Carmelo Anthony will not be accepted on this program.
Besmirchment is crazy.
Hey, one thing about Professor, he loves using big words in his vernacular, besmirchment. I like that.
Hey, look at Canteen. I love it, baby. There we go. Hey, when you grow up reading the dictionary, that's how you get smarter. I love it.
I love it, brother. I love it, man. I love it.
All right, Jake, what's your hottest hot take of the week? God bless.
Jake.
I don't even want to know what this is.
I'm looking at the playoff picture, guys. I really believe as long as they don't see the Lakers, guys, the Mavs are 4-1 in the last 5 games. I think this team can really make a Western Conference Finals. I think Anthony Davis is on a whole nother level right now. He's pissed off. Me and Omar have had bad timing with our new show, but we're going to get back on it. Don't worry. And the very first episode, I warned the man. I said, bro, they know what they're doing out there in Dallas, and they just pissed off Anthony Big Baby Davis. Get ready for him. He's coming, and he's coming hard. I think this guy.
Wow! Reckless as hell. Wowzers. Pause yourself, sir.
Yeah, that was reckless.
Pause myself. Why? I said,
Jake,
they're going to come hard. They're going to come hard. And I cannot wait.
3 times. No. No. Now you're just fucking with me. Now you're just fucking with me.
Hey, this is wild, bro.
I got
my
Dallas.
Man went on to say it 3 more times afterwards.
He's gonna come hard.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, I got Dallas versus the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. As long as they don't see them earlier in the rounds.
I mean, that's the same matchup you've had since the trade. It's not changed. It neither has the trade outcome, which is Kyrie tore his ACL. Anthony Davis is injury prone. They don't have Luka. They can't score. And I don't care what they're 4-1 in the last 5 games because they ain't going to beat the Thunder. They ain't going to beat the Nuggets. They ain't going to beat the Warriors. And they might not even beat your sorry ass fakers.
They ain't going to make it. They're going to make it to a playing game, though.
They're going to look good. Mar, you better watch them, bro. They're looking good. 4-1 the last 5 games.
Yeah.
What you should have done was stuck with the Carmelo Anthony take. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, I like that take more than that one, dog.
Okay, y'all get ready. We're going to look back at this and say, damn, Jake got a point. The Mavs look pretty good.
God bless. All right. You know what? Flo is going to be mad at me because you just had me curse 3 times in a row. And I'm trying to stop the cursing because you and your stupid hot takes, Jake. You're damn useless. All right, we're moving into the less profane because Jake is so ignorant with his takes.
Makes you want to curse, bro.
Right. Jeez, Lord help us. Canteen, what are we going to next? We are going to
the Professor's Mixed
Bag. Yes, sir. The mixed bag is on. Where are my glasses? I can't find them, so I can't wear them. That's okay. We'll go without. Anyways, mixed bag. The sports professor is here to give you some quick headlines of everything going on that you may and probably did not hear about. First of all, let us start with the probably, I guess, the most negative piece of news, and prayers up to former NFL cornerback Richard Sherman, who had shared photos and videos on social media of his house being broken into by armed suspects. So obviously prayers up to him. What I want to ask on this, y'all, is there has been a string of athlete home burglaries and other things happening. What do you think is the cause of this, and what do you think can be done more to stop this, or do you think it's just every celebrity is at the whim of this? Canteen, what do you think?
Man, I don't want to be funny. I don't want to say anything out of term of character, but why is it just celebrities? Why is it just these guys are getting targeted? I don't know if it's just somebody just setting these guys up.
Because you ain't got what he has, Mug. You know that. You know your house ain't as rich as his is.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Professor. You have the haves and the have-nots. So I mean, it's that type of dynamic. But and here's the thing: if these guys live in gated communities and upscale neighborhoods and different things of this nature, how are these people that live subpar lives able to get into these type of communities in these type of areas to even be around these type folks? That's the bigger question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, their security should be at least beefed up in those most richest area, you would think. And this shouldn't happen. I agree completely. Right. But obviously, these people put in a lot of work and a lot of research and a lot of planning into these attacks. Jake, what do you think?
Man, what sucks is Richard Sherman is, he's got to work, at post NFL. I just think it's friends of friends. I really do. I think it's more inside job-ish. I think more guys that could be around them. It might not be their closest friends, but it could be their closest friends' friends. I think people study, guys that just study the NFL really well. The guys, whenever they're gone, usually around this time, guys are done. They don't got to report any of the games. They're going on vacation. Yeah,
that's true.
So they know they kind of know their schedule a little more. Yeah, right now around this time, if I am NFL players, I'd beef up my security, especially around this time.
Makes sense.
Because I think you're more out and about right now before OTAs start, before you're back at home. Every other week you're going to be back home during the NFL season. I think right now is the toughest time when you got to really beef yourself up for it. So prayers to him. Glad nobody was hurt for it. I'd rather him lose 1 million pieces than himself.
Because that's
yeah, exactly. Things can be replaced, lives cannot. And thankfully, that's what's been happening within this string of things, because apparently they've been, like you said, targeting them, obviously, when they're not home, when they're playing, when they're on the road, things like this. I personally, if I had enough money, and not all the athletes make enough to have this, but if you are some of the millionaires, you can, like Richard Sherman was, you can afford to have 24-hour security on your premise if you really needed to, or at least a call-in security. Mar, what do you think about this?
Yeah, man, it's an unfortunate situation. And like our brothers already said already, thankfully nobody got hurt. Because we got to remember, this is kind of how we lost Sean Taylor, home invasion.
Yes, exactly.
This situations like this is unfortunate. I'm kind of under the same thought process that Jake is. In order for situations like this, somebody really got to know you to know where you live. Because I'm pretty sure once you get to that type of money, you're pretty private, and you don't put your your address, your location out there like that. You just don't. But
usually not in social media anymore. But don't you remember, like back in the day, they would have like the celebrities and the tour guides would take you around to the celebrities' homes, and they show you up.
And that's LA. LA is a show. They're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But with these sports athletes spread across the city, man, leave these people alone. And I encourage these sports athletes, hey, I don't know if you believe it or not. Hey, I am a very avid Second Amendment user.
Absolutely.
I use it to the fullest. And then, honestly, if I got that type of money, I got security with me regardless. Because
all the time.
That at least when I'm out in public. So that's just me. I don't know, man. Obviously, they're still human beings. Unfortunately, when their salary is publicized, unfortunately, it makes them a target. Anytime they go on Sports Center and say, "Oh, well, this guy signed for, 5 years, $300 million." I mean, it kind of paints a target on you, regardless.
A big target.
So, at the end of the day, protect yourself and protect what you need to do. At the end of the day, you got to protect it. So,
you have to.
Yeah, you got to protect it. And again, there's no hate on anything here. If you want to be a Second Amendment rights user and own a gun, perfectly fine, as long as you please be safe with it. kids ain't getting killed, things like that. I personally do not own one, but that's more because I don't trust myself not to pop off on someone rather than I need the protection. So I just think I'd probably go to jail before I needed to protect myself.
and Omar, trigger happy ass. That's funny, dog.
Yeah.
That's why I don't own one.
But then
I'm not against it.
But then let me
go
come
ahead,
back on this thing, guys. I mean, and then when you look at all the thefts and all the break-ins and all these things that tend to occur in our world and in our neighborhood and stuff, this is the driving force with insurance and stuff. That's why the insurance prices go up. That's why all these things happen in our world because
great point. Yeah.
I mean, I'm moving to New Mexico, what have you. So if you punch in a zip code in a location, they're gonna say, "Hey, punch in our zip code," and they're gonna look at crime and all these different demographics and things in a certain area, and they're going to base it based off of certain things, what your rates are going to be for insurance. And you may have a good, clean record, but based off of that area, your rates may be crazy.
Yeah.
Based off of theft and all these different things like that, guys.
That's
definitely. Yeah, and like Mar said, that's a great point. Thank you, Canteen, for offering that. I didn't even think about that. But you're right. When that happens, the prices of insurance and the prices of homes, because then you probably have to get more security in that area as well. So yeah, great point. All I'll say to round this out is that if I would definitely have, like Mar said, I would have security in public all the time. But if I was a millionaire, I'd have me Whitney Houston bodyguard security. I'm talking Kevin Costner walking on my premises all day, all night long, making sure we are
for real. It's crazy out here, especially when, it's some crazy motherfuckers out here.
So prayers up to him, and we'll keep this moving for just a second. I want to say one note, and I want you to talk about this because I got to get my charger before my computer dies. Fallout from the wild brawl between the Timberwolves and Pistons. 1-game suspension for Detroit Ron Holland, Marcus Sasser, Minnesota Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, and Pistons forward Isaiah Stewart received 2 games. This was a brawl that started with them arguing and DiVincenzo getting in the middle and then spilling over to the crowd. Mar, I know you saw this, so carry on for a second while I go get my charger.
Hey, man. Hey, I like it. You know why I like it? Because it gives these young Pistons, give them attitude. I don't care. Hey, it's okay. You gotta knuckle up and scuffle up a little bit every now and then. So what? But we gotta remember this team has been down so bad.
Yeah.
Terrible for the last 10 years. Yo, they not only are they above 500, they are not even in the play-in situation. They are one of the top 6 teams in the East. Like, I love it. I get it. Sometimes you got to take a little suspension, a game or two, just to keep your your mojo flowing. It is what it is. They got a little juice, a little swag. Kind of remind me of a little bad boy pitching this back in the 80s where they ain't taking no mess with nobody. And I'm with it, dog. Hey, it's a culture change. When you've been losing for so long, ain't nothing wrong with a little culture change and being a little feisty. I'm with it, man.
I agree it's a culture change, and I agree they can use feistiness. And I'm just going to play advocate here, though, because when people see the media headlines, even though it did not involve crowd participation, when people see the media headlines, Pistons, crowd, fight, they're only reminiscent of what we all know as the brawl. What was it called? The
Malice at the Omar,
Malice at the Palace. Thank you.
Man, that was so long ago, man. It's been a whole generation that ain't even seen that. They can only YouTube that shit, dog.
First of all, you and I remember it, don't we? Dude, Canteen remember? Kate Jake, do you remember the Malice in the Palace? Okay, well, Jake in his 30s.
That's a Metal World Peace.
Hey, if you have not seen the Malice in the Palace, it is a brawl between the Pistons and the Pacers from like early 2000s, late 90s, something like that.
Yeah.
Go watch it. It's crazy. It's one of the craziest videos you'll ever see. Some fans get punched in the face. It's the most wild scene in sports history, I believe. Probably.
That's almost about like 20 years ago by this time. So it's
about 20 years. Yeah.
So you don't see that connection at all.
Well, trust me, the connection is easily there just because Detroit, and you can put that together. But that's people our age because we remember that. What I'm saying is these younger generations,
Got it.
20 below, they're not going to understand what Malice in the Palace and not even understand that connection at all. So they're just like, oh, well, these cats is over here squabbling. So, look.
I mean, and then the crazy part about it, man. I mean, they were squabbling on the court. Then I think this other white dude had swung or something like that, and they went up into them bleachers, man. And
DiVincenzo came in and tried to break up the fight, and then he got into it with the other guy, and then they just fell on the crowd.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
Jake, what do you think? Anything on this?
I'm not saying this. I'm not. How do I put this? I don't see it as an outlier, but I do believe Mar has a point in this. I believe certain teams, for some damn reason, have to follow their roots to become great again. We think of the Bad Boy Pistons when they got pissed off. We think of when they came back into Malice in the Palace, and then not years later, they end up beating the Lakers, a stacked Lakers team at that, being physical with them and out, what's it called? So I believe this could be a change. Similarly, I think of the Bears of the 85, and I know the 2006 Bears didn't win the Super Bowl, but think of how their defense was made. I just think of your history and of where you come from. It's more with you because Detroit's known for being rugged. You don't want to walk down a Detroit street because you might get beat up. You don't know what can happen next. That's why I'm saying I think it's a momentum change. I hope it's for the right reasons, and let's use it into our basketball play. But I do agree. It's time to change this damn trash can that we've seen over 15 damn years. Let's call it spade a spade. The last time these guys were at least decent, Andre Drummond was the damn center, and he sucks. I'm just calling a spade.
Never heard the French pronunciation of Drummond.
Well, the last time I heard about the guy, he was more talks about him begging that girl for my Carly than he was the damn game itself.
Wow.
Hey, hold on. Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond.
I call him Andre Drummond because he was as weak as a pebble. I'm just saying, man. There's no these guys are not that good. It's time to step up. It's time to step up. That's what I'll say. I hope it's a momentum change.
Can I caveat, Professor, real quick?
Yeah, of course, Drummond.
I mean, Jake made a valid. He made.
Somebody said Andre.
Here we go.
Drummond.
Hold on, man.
Yeah. Y'all be hating on my damn nicknames.
Wait a minute, man.
That ain't a nickname. That's a bad pronunciation. Don't try to fake that's your nickname for him.
I've been calling him that for a while now.
Would you like some of this finest champagne from Andre?
Come on. You be hating on all my nicknames. I just named Ben Johnson, the head coach. I said Big Johnson. Oh my God, all pissed off. It's like,
whoa.
You call him Big Johnson.
Come on, wow. Jake, you be going too far sometimes. You can't.
Whoa, time out, bro. You don't call another man that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
What?
Hey, clip this, bro. So we make sure that the man rules get followed. Because Jake is over here just breaking all the man rules like a man BD. What the hell?
minutes 21 and 48 will be clipped. Oh my!
Bar overdoing it, bro. That's why I love Bar on the pod. You overdone.
I'm Cuban. Yes, Cuban B.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna take your little Mexican friend with me. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm at a loss for words.
Yes, Cuban B.
I'm Cuban B. Ah, yes, Cuban B.
We saw how I closed it out on the Andre Drummond. That was the last time they were good.
Yo, that is wild. All right, cool. 21 and 48. Got that. Jake, I'm gonna need you to. You know what? Clubber D sent me this video the other day of pause to actual possible not pause relationship of a graph that was being explained, and how if you have to say it too many times, or if you're too reckless with your speech, like you have been in this episode, Jake, we start to actually question whether you're actually pausing or not. And calling another man Big D Johnson is just out.
I said Big Ben.
No, that ain't what you said.
You said Big B.
No, I said Big Ben Johnson.
Oh, that ain't what you said.
I heard something else. Okay.
I heard something else.
Yo, I'm so glad. You better clip this now. Now, Now I get to turn it around on y'all.
You better hope, 'cause I'm gonna go back like a damn court stenographer and find out. I'm gonna go back like a damn court stenographer, and I'm gonna find out what the hell you said.
Big Ben Johnson.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think it was Big Ben.
That now, that ain't what I heard.
Ma, you get ready. You gonna watch it. You gonna be like, oh shit, man. I'm thinking with the wrong head now.
No.
That's what you gonna say.
No, you might be right. What I'm saying is that's not what I heard. You might be right, but what I heard.
We're gonna listen. 48 minutes. Hey, I'm gonna start questioning both of y'all now.
Hey man, that's crazy, bro.
Come on, Jake, man.
Y'all be killing me.
Hey,
we have been brought off the rails too many times today. We have
That's you, bro.
We have crashed the car because of Jake. Now we are just impending.
Crazy,
impending doom coming upon us, man. You are a trip, Jake. I'm you know what? I'm glad I met you. I'm glad you're on this show, but you be wilding sometimes, son, for real.
Y'all wilding right now. I can't wait to
turn it around. Ayo. By the way, I got to get a pause and Ayo soundbite on here for next time. Now that I know you're going to be so reckless with the talk.
I'm gonna get y'all. I can't wait for that 48-minute mark, and y'all gonna look dumb. You're gonna be like, "Damn, we over there thinking of other things."
Well, I mean, you know what? Let me not do that. I'm not going to blame it all on Mar, but I will say I took some cues from what Mar heard. So I'm hoping that Mar was correct in what he actually.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, Jake. You see how Omar is putting this shit on me? That if it's wrong.
Yeah. He's trying to protect himself. I can't wait that.
Hey, Omar ain't shit for that. He literally just tried to slide that shit real quick under there. And it was like, yeah, let's move on to the next topic. But if Lamar is wrong, I was going off what he said. Hey, you slimy sack of shit. This guy right here, dog.
I can't breathe.
Hey, Omar, he saw your play from the second you got on the field, bro. We saw the play.
Hey, fam. Hey, I played safety, dog. I saw you coming.
Yo.
I was waiting for you to come across the middle. I had to, and then I read it, dog. Super pause, but goddamn.
Yeah, like I said,
it's Luigi.
And what I was trying to finish off by saying is Omar got mad because there's only one Big Ben to him, and he got mad about it previous episodes. But it's just the nicknames I make up.
Hey, we so off the rails. Omar don't even know where we're supposed to even go right now.
I truly and seriously don't even know where I am in my mixed bag right now. What
we had just finished Detroit Pistons fight.
Oh yeah, we're only through story 2 of 7 of the sports mixed bag. We got a long time to go. But no, I agree with you. I'll
be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, I was so just about to be like. I was so just not going to say it. And I was like, man, maybe I just got to throw that in there here at the end to cover myself. You know I love you, Mark. You know I love you. You know my dude. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, let's keep it moving. Jake can hit this when he gets back. Another suspension in the Major League Baseball. Braves outfielder. Your Braves there, Canteen. Jurickson Profar has been suspended 80 games. For taking human chorionic gonadotropin, a fertility medication often taken after a round of steroids. It's the same drug Manny Ramirez tested positive for in 2019. In a statement, Jurickson Profar, who last year had his first breakout year, and now having this happen. Is there causation or correlation? We need to talk about it. Profar said he never knowingly took the drug, as that's what they all say, but he also accepted the punishment. Huge blow for the title hopeful Braves that now are 0-6, winless on the year, Canteen. How do you feel about this?
I mean, that is a low blow, man. The Braves haven't won a game yet. I mean, the Phillies are kicking tail in that division right now. I mean, we look like shit. I mean, we do. I mean, the Nationals have won one game. We ain't won nothing. So, I mean, these guys know what they're doing, man. They jump out there and start doing things that they're not supposed to do, and then when you're suspended 80 games, I mean, I know that's a large portion of the season. And he may not come back until what, October, maybe?
Well, he's going to be suspended into the postseason as well. So because they have, well, no, wait, let's see. If he starts to, no, he'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll be back about halfway through the season. It's 162 games, man.
Yeah,
but yeah. I was thinking we were further into the season for some reason.
Yeah, we just started. He'll be what later after the All-Star break and stuff like that. So
after the All-Star break, sure. Yeah.
So I mean that's a low blow for him, and that's a low blow to the organization, because I know the Braves had big intentions and had big plans on doing things, but hell, we can't. The bats are slow. We're slow on both sides of the ball. We can't even win a game. So
and that's the thing. Will y'all even be in the playoff hunt? Because even if he is going to be there for the playoffs, is he even going to be back in time to help y'all for a playoff run if y'all are going to be 0-45? Which
we won't be viable if we 0-45 at that point.
I hope y'all do go 0-45, and I hope you have to change your name because it's racist. Damn Atlanta. You know what? Let me stop. Change that damn name. Anyways, Mar, what do you think about this?
Man, hey man, you do dumb stuff. You get, dumb rewards when you get caught. I mean, it just sucks. Obviously, Canteen already kind of touched on it, man. It just sucks for the Braves. Already got a 0-6 start there. He got some players missing. Obviously, still waiting for Acuna to come back. So I mean, it doesn't help. We'll see what happens when he can add to the roster when he comes back. But
right.
I mean, it happens every year. There's going to be somebody that's going to try to cheat the system, and
and not to jump in too much, Professor, but as Wildcard Mark says, somebody always going to try to beat the system.
Mm-hmm.
Guys tried, and some guys slip through the cracks and do it, and they're profitable to the organization. But then somebody's going to get tested, and they're going to screw their organization over, man. So I think, in all actuality, guys, just leave it alone. Just do what's right, and then just be beneficial to your organization.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it did obviously put a huge hit to the Braves and their playoff hopes, especially that they don't even have Acuna now for the next month, and they also lost players in the offseason, and it's having a really, really bad start, which again, as a Mets fan, makes me very, very happy. But what I will say on this is there's 2 points here. A, athletes do this in every sport, and they try to claim that they didn't knowingly do it. There's some times where that may even be the case. So not believable by this point because it's more of the boy called wolf sort of thing, because everyone uses it. At this point, it's like, okay, well, I can't even give you the benefit of the doubt because all you're doing is just giving the same lame excuse as everyone else. How the hell does a fertility medication get in your body, sir, then? You're not a woman. I don't see you fertilizing anything anytime soon.
Right.
So, what are we talking about right now?
Man, that's crazy as hell, man.
Right. And also the other thing is they know these things. Like when they had Manny Ramirez suspended, they know that you take this medication to try to clear out the other medication. So it's like, just take it, just move on, but you got to look at the causation correlation, because last year, as I said, was his breakout year. He had not had a good season before that in his major league career. He had just been average. And then all of a sudden last year for the Padres, he blew up. The Braves signed him to a huge free agent deal, and now he's basically screwed them out of that playing time and that money. Half a season of money. So, anyways. All right. Moving on, more baseball news. Jake isn't here to give his opinion on that. I don't see him. Oh, no. Okay. More baseball news. Shohei Ohtani's autographed one-of-one relic card commemorating his 50-50 season sold for $1.067 million at the Heritage Auctions. This sale comes after Paul Skeens' MLB debut autograph card went for $1.1 million. So in the past month, 2 baseball cards over $1 million. I know the trading card industry is blowing up. I'm actually dipping my toes into it a little bit by buying some cards here and there. Gentlemen, y'all have any thoughts on this?
I mean that's major anyway. I mean that's major for him, and I think he's just get his feet out of the ground. He's gonna do some more phenomenal things anyway, man. That's great for him.
1 million. What do you think, Mark?
No, man. It's just one of those hobbies that I wish I would have got into when I was younger. Because, hey, man, some of these cars, man, they could probably pay off one of your mortgage, dog, if you really find a good one, dog. So, yeah, man. Damn, I'm mad. I didn't have that hobby as a kid growing up, man. I probably would have be in a different situation right now, dog. I ain't gonna lie, because I would have sold.
Yeah,
because I would have sold all of them off.
Yeah. No, and I'm with you on that because I actually collected a bunch of cards when I was a kid and just never knew they're going to be worth this much money possibly in the future. I wish I still had the cards. I don't think I do. My mom probably sold them, but I wish I still had them because I would love to go through and see if there's any good ones in there. You know what I mean? All right, moving on. 2 more stories here. Jacob Mensick, the 19-year-old, upset the great Novak Djokovic at the Miami Open to win his first tennis pro title and $1.12 million, which is a good prize for a 19-year-old. He also denied Djokovic the record for men's Grand Slams. Hold on. So the win also denied Djokovic the record 24 Grand Slams and his 100th tour win. So he's still looking to accomplish that. So this was a huge victory by Jacob Mensick. What do y'all think about that?
Huge. That's huge.
19-year-old tennis. Wait, I think from Czech Republic, right?
I think he is. I think you're right about that. Good job.
Republic kid. Hey,
good job.
There you go. 19 with it.
19. A millionaire, and he just beat one of the greatest to ever do it in tennis.
That's superb, man. That's superb.
That is a humble brag, like none other, like my Game 1 championship brag last year, which I have another story for y'all in a little bit right after this. So wait for it. This is a positive story. 2 positive stories to end off here. First of all, Coastal Carolina University next year will be offering at every single home football game to their fans free concessions, free hot dogs, free pizza, free popcorn, free soda. Wow, fans actually being valued. They can order 4 free items per concession visit. That means you can get nachos, hot dog, popcorn, drink, come back the next time and do it all again, Canteen. What you got to say about this?
For a school that's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Conway, South Carolina. Matter of fact, I rode through there Sunday, actually, when I was coming back from Georgia. That's huge. That is huge. I think that's going to draw a bigger fan base. Your tickets are probably going to sell out. So when you have your home and I don't know if it's for home and away games.
No, it's just home.
Just home games. I mean, so
you think their opponents are going to give them free?
Hold on. Let me backtrack, Professor. I screwed it up. Are the away teams going to be able to partake in that too, or just the home, just the Coastal Carolina?
Oh, I got what you're saying. Okay.
What I'm saying is,
it's for everybody. It's for everybody.
Oh wow, really? Not just Coastal Carolina.
So what I'm saying is, like, if I'm South Carolina State and I'm coming there, and I'm playing Coastal Carolina, that means hell, I'm bringing everybody. We can eat, drink, and be merry.
We all
have, bro.
We all happy. What we mad for?
What?
Yo, that is great. Mar, what'd you think about that?
Hey man, that's a huge tab to take on, man. That's
But then
but they make a lot, dog.
They make a lot. They make a lot of money.
But here's the thing, Mar.
You know that's a tax write-off.
You can write it off, but when you gotta think about when we go to the movie theaters and stuff. They make the money in the concession sales, not the ticket prices.
That's true. Yeah. Very true. And off parking and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
No, you're right.
Oh,
but what I'm saying
that might hurt them a little bit.
What I'm saying is, in this situation, as a university, you can call that a donation and write it off as a tax write-off and get the money.
Yeah, you probably
So you're absolutely right about
that. They found a loophole to still find a way to not get hurt financially, but make, I guess, like you said, he's going to bring more people there because say, oh, free what? Oh, well, but you still got to pay for parking, still got to pay for the ticket. So you're going to make the money there. So you drive the ticket sales and the parking sales up. All you do is pretty much making that go up. You still got to pay for the beer. Like they're saying, you get pop, you can still get nachos, popcorn, hot dog, but they're still going to make money off of beer sales, still make money off of liquor sales. And you really just, once you get the tax write-off and at the end of the year, the state reimburses you for all that money that you quote unquote lost, you pretty much just got it right back and got up. They're not hurting it. They're still going to make a shit ton of money. These universities when it comes to football. So it's a smart move. Honestly, it's a smart business move, really.
And then not only and the caveat before you jump back in, man, they host the Myrtle Beach Bowl there every year. So they end up bringing 2 teams in right before Christmas. Hotels, airfare, food. That bowl committee, they dishing out hundreds. You got to think about that bowl. I'm thinking to myself, that bowl probably is about $1 million bowl. At least $500,000 split between both schools. There's money on both sides of the ball, guys.
You might even want to go up a little bit more on that. These bowl games still, even though they're not the playoff games, those bowl games still go up. Each school could probably walk away with probably about $4 or $5 million from that game.
Easy.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I agree with everything that you said. Let's just hope that this is a trend that a lot of these schools could start to take on. Now, I don't actually see it becoming a thing because schools want to try to obviously keep as much money to reinvest into resources and pay teachers and things like that. But if one school can do it.
Hold on, Omar. Did you say pay teachers?
I know. I didn't mean that.
That's
I meant administrators.
No, that's NIL money. That's bill for facilities because we need to help with our recruiting. We need to make sure our drip is right. We need to make sure we hit up Nike or Under Armour or whoever, and our uniforms is tight. That ain't going to no damn teachers.
And here's another thing, guys. Here's my last point on this college football thing, man. Man, I think, and this kind of pissed me off the other day, man. I think Colorado, they capitalized on Deion Sanders, giving him like $54 million, but that guy, they should have gave him at least $100 million, man. All the money that Deion Sanders generated for Boulder, selling them games out, man. The tuition, the admissions, and all that money he generated for restaurants, hotels, bringing in those celebs, $54 million. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah, they got a discount.
But I think they're gonna be all right though, fellas.
Hey, but at the same time, it puts them literally in 2 years is put them up there at the top 10 of college football paid list. So I get what you're saying. Trust me, because I agree with you. Colorado, they got off easy with Deion Sanders. All right, because honestly, to be honest, I think any school would literally open up their pocketbook right now. Give me the prime effect right here. I bet you if Tuscaloosa fired their coach right now and they call prime and
now.
He said, "Man, come on down to Tuscaloosa. Let's see what you can do better than Saban. Let's take it on.
Yep.
Here's the challenge." And they gonna.
I'd have them in the championship if it wasn't for Bill Belichick coming to the NCAA.
Nah, I don't know. Bill Belichick can't relate to these young kids, dog. Come on, man.
That's what I've been telling
better
him.
stop.
That's the same thing I've been telling him. Bill Belichick ain't going to have
You better
success.
stop that, Mar.
You can't relate to kids.
Mar, they're making the national championship this year.
They're not making. That's the no, not another stupid take and
Remember,
shit.
I had that take a month ago.
I know.
I had that take a month ago.
I got y'all. Because I'm about to take your take, Jake, and I'm about to throw it in the trash can. I'm about to shit all on it. Bill Belichick cannot go to any hood in any city and sit on the couch and recruit any black kid. He can't relate to.
He can't do it. He can't. He cannot.
No, at all.
That's why he got Michael Lombardi.
Okay, you know what?
Got
We're moving on. Hey, salute to Bianca and Rock Talk Chalk. Y'all check them out. Tap in with them. They're huge boxing fans, but they run a true crime podcast on YouTube. So if you like true crime, check out Rock Chalk on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, Bianca. We appreciate it. I had a great time yesterday. Yeah,
hey, it's crazy. I thought she was a Kansas Jayhawk fan because they talk about Rock Chalk out here. I thought that's what that was.
That's what I thought at first too. But we were on a boxing stream, and they're actually from Australia, so
nice.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm
not sure.
Crazy. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, we were doing the country box stream on Tuesday night when I got back from Memphis, which I'll talk about in just a second. But we had a country box stream, and Skywalker Boxing Media, y'all making sure you tap in with them. Papi Chunyeyo, make sure you tap in with him. Boxing Kangaroo, he was awesome. Make sure you tap in with them as well. But anyways, we had a stream covering the event, doing live reactions, and Bianca was one of their loyal fans and subscribers, mad funny, and then she subscribed to our channel. So there you go. You keep it moving. As a family, we keep branching out, right? Introducing each other to each other's streamers so we can all grow together. That's what that's about.
I love it, bro.
Awesome. Well, let me move into my last piece of bag. You see, I changed the hat. There is a reason for that. I will tell you, I just got back from Memphis. One of the most amazing trips ever. Me and my pops went down to see the Celtics put a whooping on the Memphis Grizzlies, 117-107 on Monday night. It was wow. Let me tell you this, y'all. Y'all may not believe some of the things I'm going to tell you, but as your family here on the streaming, as someone that you know that would not lie to you because I am an honest person, I want you to believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth. Okay? Everybody cool with that? All right, Let me tell you a little story. First of all, my dad and I go down about halfway through the trip. I find out that I had left my prized Jason Tatum rookie card that I've been trying to get autographed for the past few years. Okay, whatever. I may not even get the chance to meet Jason Tatum, whatever. Anyways, we end up getting down there. We are staying at the Westin, like ballers as we are, on Beale Street, right across the street from the FedEx Forum, because we don't want to have to walk far and because we can afford it. All you Dusties out there may not be able to, and I'm sorry for you.
Dusties.
So it just happens, we pull up and I see a large bus out front of the hotel and some fans waiting behind a gate. And I said, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Dad pulled up to the valet, baby. We with the Celtics. I didn't know at the time for sure, but I got out the car. I see Sam Hauser walking to the bus. Right? So I'm like, oh, damn. My dad had pulled off to go park the car. I was like, no. I called him. I was like, come back. I start running up the street. I'm like, I need my Celtics jersey because I only have my hat on. I was like, no, come back. So I was caught up to him. I was like, yo, Pops, we are staying at the same hotel as the Celtics. Yo. So I grabbed my jacket. I put it on. I had my hat on. Grabbed my tickets that I wanted to get autographed because I got commemorative tickets that I bought from when we went to Game 1 last year, and I wanted to get it autographed by the team. Nice. So anyways, we're going into I'm coming back into the hotel. Y'all, I kid you freaking not. I am walking up to the hotel check-in. I'm about 15 feet away. To the side of me is the restaurant. There's Celtics fans that are in the restaurant. To the right side of me is the valet, and then there's a hallway that goes to the elevator bank.
Mm-hmm.
I come walking up. I want you to take one guess of who walked right by me.
Tatum.
Jaylen Brown.
Jason freaking Tatum.
Wow.
I come up, and when I mean walk by him, literally, I could have, and I regret not fist bumping him because I was in such shock. of him actually being him. All I could do was he walked by me. I look up and I'm just like, JT. And he looks at me and he nods and he's like, what's up? And just keeps it moving. I was like, oh, but I forgot to dap him up, which I regret. But anyways, he acknowledged my presence. I was like, oh shit, that's dope. So why
didn't you see him and say, hey man, when are you gonna become an A-star? Should have told him that.
Boy, you always got some shade to throw.
I'm just saying.
You gotta ruin my good story. I got a positive story going on right now. You trying to ruin my shit? No, not right now.
Man, you always got something.
Right.
No, Jake,
So anyways,
Jake,
let me continue my story. Anyway, so I got to, I got to see Tatum, and we acknowledged each other. I was like, oh shit, that's dope. Like he literally like brush shoulders type of walk past. That's how close he was to me. So that was dope. And then I keep walking. Missoula comes up after him. So I hit him with the, head nod because he was further away. He head nodded me. Then I get up to the counter. I give him my ID to check in, and I wasn't even paying attention. I just turned around, started looking for more players. I was like, check me in, whatever. Yeah. Big Al Horford comes around the corner, and I was like, Big Al. And unfortunately, he put his hand up like this and just smiled and nodded, kind of saying hello or whatever. Because right when he did that, the security guard started like running up to me because I had the tickets in my hand that I wanted to sign, which I didn't have out when Tatum walked by. But anyways, the security guard ran up and was like, no autographs, blah, blah. They were like, you can only get autographs outside, which apparently they didn't do any either, except Al Horford and Derek White. But anyways, so I got blocked from the autograph. I did not have the rookie card or tickets ready when I walked past Jason Tatum. Right? Now, the only thing with the Jason Tatum thing is that right after I saw that I got blocked from the autograph, I think if I would have asked for anything from Tatum, anybody else wouldn't have got anything. And since I kind of let him walk by, there was a little kid that was able to get a picture with him because his dad asked. So I think I might have messed that up. So I'm okay with it. Finally, we get to the game. Drew Holiday's doing shoot around. I'm right at because we were 2 rows from courtside because, again, we're ballers and because we can afford it and we're not dusty. 2 rows from courtside. And I'm yelling, Giroux. He took a picture with a family. I'm like, damn. I'm like, Giroux. And he sees me and he just like acknowledges me and walks away. And same thing with like the other players that shoot around. So I'm like, damn, all of these missed opportunities. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm going to start calling myself the master of ceremonies of missed opportunities because I'm just missing opportunities left and damn right over here to get these tickets autographed, to do anything, say something. I could have, anyways, whatever. I'm pissed at myself for not accomplishing the autographs at the very least. But anyways, it was an amazing trip. And I just wanted to say, I got to say what's up to Jason Tatum. I got to say what's up to Drew Holiday. Shout out to UCLA. I got to say hello to Al Horford, Joe Mazzulla. Shout out to all the Celtics. Big win. Me and my dad, not you Dusties, 2 rows from the court. Amazing time. Saw Taylor Rooks' fine behind in a red dress, very nice fitting, and also some other cool peeps. So anyways, I just had to tell that story. What do y'all think?
Hey, congrats. I mean, you saw them. I wish you would have told them what I told you to tell them. Or, hey, man, are we going to get something better than that ring pop ring we got last year? Are we going to really prove it this year?
All right, Disney Championship, you're going to stop talking and ruining my damn story when I have a positive story about meeting my favorite players on the Celtics. I just walked 2 feet beside Jason Tatum, and you out here ruining my story.
I don't know why.
Call a spade, man.
The hateration is epic. There's too much hateration in this dancery. Shout out to Mary J. Okay, I ain't got time for this. All right, anyways. But what do you think, KT?
I will say this, man. Hey, shout out to you for that, man. Because when you do it up, you do it big. Like this time last year, my wife took me to Atlanta to a Hawks game, man. I had same thing, courtside seats. I got to see DC Young fly, 2 Chainz, same ordeal, man. So when you live, man, do things on a caliber like that, man. So I got to give you your props, man. That's how I like to live my life too, man.
Yeah, I mean, thank God I'm blessed enough to have the situation I'm in, have the finances I'm in, and also be single and ready to mingle, ladies. Any ladies out there?
Nah. You just practice it. You ain't ready to.
Just practicing. Yeah, right. I'm just practicing. Just practicing. Just talking to a couple. But anyways, no, I agree with you, Canteen. Now that I can't afford to do the finer things in life, I will never go to another game and sit in nosebleeds again.
Right.
I will always be as close to the court as possible. And the past few times, me and my dad sat front row, second row, and fifth row at 3 different Celtics games. And we sat front row twice at the Titans versus the Raiders. So, I mean, I do things big because I can. And Dusty's like Hot Take Jake.
Why the hell would you waste money on that kind of seat for a Raiders game?
See, you know what? I knew you was gonna have something to say. I knew you can't come in ruining my story too, Mar. I get it. I threw you under the bus earlier. I apologize, but you ain't gotta talk crap about my Raiders.
Saying, bro, like you just like throwing away money. Just hand it over to me, but don't throw it away in the trash by watching some old trash.
What do you think whenever he was grabbing his jersey? I was gonna say, dude, did you use it to wipe your ass, or what did you do?
Wow,
damn tickets, all that crap, man.
Wow. Well, that's why you can't support your team because they don't want you to support them. You bum. Why don't you move the camera down?
Love you.
Face. Anyways, all right. That's the end 30 minutes, an hour later of the Sports Professors Mixed Bag. Damn, that was a long ass mixed bag. That was an hour. But we had some really good conversation today, gentlemen. I want to thank everybody on the panel so far because this has been one of the best, if not one of the best episodes we've ever had on this show. The conversation has been spirited. The comments are coming in. Please, everybody, we see you on there. There's a lot of you out there. Hit that like button for us. It helps us out. It's free. It helps us in the algorithm. It'll help Mar out too since he's attached to the YouTube stream as well on Instagram. So please just help us out with that like. And as well, make sure you subscribe. At Ball and Buds, there's a handy YouTube QR code, that will take us to our YouTube as well as the Bottom Large Sports Facebook page. You can join from there as well. Don't forget to tap in with Wildcard Mar at I.O.W. Sports as well as his own Wildcard Mar channels. And Jake has the Final Say Pod on YouTube. That being said, let's keep it moving. NBA time. One news I want to get to before we get to the superstar performances from last night that Mar so astutely touched on yesterday in his late night owl. Ja Morant was caught pointing finger guns at another player for another time in front of cameras at a game. This is not the first time this has been done, but we know the history that Ja Morant has had with flashing guns on IG Live and getting into other situations that probably should not be put on social media or for public consumption. We also know that the Memphis Grizzlies just fired their coach, Taylor Jenkins, who had won them 45 games, and it turns out this is also due to Ja Morant's influence. Ja Morant, while he was really good the other day against my Celtics, can be questioned if he's even the best player on the team with Jaren Jackson Jr. there being one of your best players as well. So the Grizzlies have some decisions to make. And as of now, the rumors that are in league circles are that Ja Morant is basically on audition right now for the Memphis Grizzlies to possibly be traded. Mar, you look spirited on this. Go ahead and start us off.
Why not? Boy, you get a haul back for Ja Morant right now, boy.
Damn.
My thing is, here's two things. All right, so Memphis is not a big market. At some point, yes, they already gave him the extension. He can say his loyalty, whatever. That's cool. But hey, man, all this little gun figuring and all that stuff. Memphis ain't the city to keep doing that, so you need to get up out of there anyway.
Hell no, that ain't the city to be doing that.
Go ask my man.
Somebody will clap back real quick on your ass.
Go ask my man Dolph. My man got killed in his own city.
Killed in his own city, man. That's crazy.
So all that little, and you got paid, so you go like
even more of a target as you talked about earlier.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he realized I think really playing with fire because like Memphis is a city that there's some trill ones out there that they gonna find out where Demetrius stay, and they gonna find out where you at and see if Ja really about that, and they gonna see where the schools at, and they gonna really see if them guns is really like that, and they gonna really see if you gonna really pull that trigger. And and people can sit here and act like I'm exaggerating. Okay, all right.
There is no exaggeration, and that's not to shit on Memphis because I had a great time in Memphis.
No,
and Memphis gets a bad rap, but as was said in the Eminem song, as Eminem had in one of his songs, every city got a ghetto, every ghetto got a hood, right? With the Jadakiss song. So like we know there are bad areas in every place, right? So
yeah. So that's why I'm glad you said that because I'm not shitting on Memphis. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest. And like I said, people can sit here and act like I'm exaggerating, but I would hate to see another Sean Taylor situation happen to John because he's portraying to say like he's like that. So I would hate to see it turn out to be that situation, man. I don't know, man. I hope it don't turn out that way. Me personally, if I'm the Grizzlies, I don't think he's learned anything because he continues to. So my thing is let him be somebody else's problem. I mean, don't get me wrong. We know the talent that is going. That's why That's why you would get a haul for it is because we understand the talent that you would get. It would be similar to almost a Luka trade.
Oh yeah, no, you would have to get back multiple players, and they could get all. And
what?
For
John Morant. Can I go?
Kid is 25 years old. Yes, Canteen, please.
All right, so here's my thing, man. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expect different results. The guy continues to make the same errors over and over and over again, and he expects different. Great talent, produces great talent, but he wants to live a hood life. but he's not that guy.
You ain't like that, bro.
You ain't like that. I mean, he makes great money. He's come out from that, but he wants to downsize himself to be something that he's not.
He went to private school.
Hold on, man. But
Clarence.
here's the thing. And Wildcard made a good point, man. I'm not. I will no longer carry a burden that I don't have to carry.
That's great.
I'm not going to carry weight that I don't have to carry. I will remove it from the situation.
Speak on it.
Bring somebody else in. Get what I need to get. Let him move on, man.
And I think that works in both cases here because you can say that for the team and you can say that for John Morant. Like John Morant, he's a millionaire. He should be letting some of this stuff go, right?
Professor, man, you're in different circles. When I look at LeBron James, those guys they're on a whole different platform. I cannot understand how a guy that's making this type of money, that's living a different type of lifestyle, wants to demean his character and wants to be with people that mean him no good. It makes no sense in a perfect world.
Right.
All
right, Jake, I see you biting at the chomp.
Professor, it's the haves and the have-nots. He's with the haves. Why do I want to be with the have-nots when I'm the haves? Make it make sense to me, bro.
Let me keep it basketball and just say this, guys. I think one of the worst positions ever created in basketball is an athletic point guard that thinks he can dunk every damn time. The Derrick Roses ended up being trash. Russell Westbrook never amounted to anything. Now we got this generation's John Morant.
But no.
Hey, you better put a pin on that. Right? No. You ain't.
Just this one time. Time, Jake. I promise I'm going to bring you right back.
Come on,
I'm not slow. I'm going to bring you back. No. I told you about that you would not use that blasphemy and besmirch the great name of UCLA legend Russell Westbrook Jr., a man who authored 3 triple-double average seasons and has been one of the best players in the league for 15 years. Now, if you come back on...
No. Omar, don't bring him on. Don't just let it marinate for a second. Let him.
Damn, boy.
I need to marinate for a second. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's let this cool off for a second. I can't believe Jake just said that. That is crazy.
That damn hot take.
Damn hot take. Like man, he's shooting a lot of hot takes today. They not necessarily good. They hot.
Hey, Professor, what did I tell you earlier?
They flaming hot. They not necessarily good. They flaming hot. They did. God damn it, Jake. God.
Professor, what did I tell you? I seem like lately it's been getting better and better. And you know why I keep telling you it's getting like better and better, right? And we'll talk offline, but it's just like
I can't believe Cuz said that, bro.
So what you're saying is Jake is bringing down all the progress we've made on this show so far. Is that what you're saying?
No, man.
I would say you're right. I would say he's brought down this credibility of the show a lot. Jake, what are you up to?
Guys. When have those guys ever amounted to a championship with you?
You don't always have to be a champion to be a great player.
But if I'm Memphis, I know my ceiling already. It's maybe the second round, and we get bounced out by a better team. I'm not doing it no more.
You agree? So you agree to trade them shit?
Okay. Russ didn't amount to anything.
Okay.
Derrick Rose didn't amount to anything, and we're seeing Ja Morant live. This is this generation's this generation's Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook, in my opinion. Okay. Trade the guys. Trade the guy. Especially now. The fact that you're screaming around saying that boy is as good as a trade bait as Luka is such a slap in the face to Luka. And I'm not that much of a fan of Luka, but damn. He is not
that far below Luka. He is maybe the next tier below, if that.
If that.
Yeah.
How about 2 tiers? How about that?
No, he's not 2 tiers.
Stop that, Jake. Stop. Okay, now Jake. Besides the blasphemy of you just dissing Hall of Famers, this is crazy. All right, I'm ignore that, and I'm just gonna chalk that up for just hot take Jake being hot take Jake, and I'm just gonna ignore it.
Trying to get clicks.
All right.
Hopefully we do.
Now, past that mumbo jumbo, I 100% agree with you. You do trade them, and you're not going to win a championship with him. I think a couple of years ago when they get to the Western Conference Finals, that was your ceiling. That was as close as it get. You go ahead and break it up, get whatever compensation you can get back for him, and let him be somebody else's problem. I absolutely, and I hate to say that I agree with Jake on this one. The dude think he can dunk on everybody. Get a jumper, bro.
What I'm saying.
Get a jumper.
These guys end up doing this.
No. I've been asking, and Jake's right on this one. I've been asking for Ja Morant to get a jumper 3 years ago.
We were asking that from Russ. Asking that from Rose.
I'm like, bro, get a jumper, because at the end of the day, if you get a mid-range, I know that analytics frown upon the mid-range, but the mid-range is so deadly right now in today's basketball game. I think it'll not only is it longevity-wise, career-wise, you can stay around, but what I'm saying is nobody's really occupying it no more. So go ahead and use it as your shot. So
trade Ja while the iron's hot, I guess. That's what I would say too. Trade him while the iron's hot.
With that point, he's hot now, and you better do it now before he has a couple of more injuries over the next 2 years, because he think he could dunk over everybody, and then his value goes down. Get rid of him now. You're not winning a championship with him, so why would you waste money? I know you can sell tickets. I know you're a small market, and you can sell tickets. Fine, cool, but how long is that jig going to be up? Because you're not going to be able to build the team there. Nobody's.
But you know what? I don't know why these small market teams, don't follow the OKC plan.
Who's going to
Have
Memphis?
you seen OKC build? They've built in the past 2 different types of teams in the past decade.
But then, can I say this?
Well, give yourself more opportunity. Trade these guys for some draft picks.
Can I say this more? I think the market is larger in OKC than it is in Memphis. I do.
Yeah, that's OKC.
I get that, but they know how to draft well. And I'm saying you get more opportunities, getting more picks, though.
Well, to your point, Ken, OKC market is bigger is because it's to Jake's point. They've had the Russell Westbrooks, the Hartons, the KDs,
and all those guys,
the Chet Holmgrens, the Giddies. I mean, you can go about at least 10 names that are significant names that they draft.
That's what I'm saying. You can draft that, and I'll be honest here. Think about this. Whenever they draft well, what I've noticed is NBA teams just see 5 years down the road or 4 years. They say, "Oh yeah, you can take these first round picks." I have no idea they're giving away superstar talent here in the coming years. They have no idea. And that's
sometimes
what they built.
Sometimes they can. And yes, Oklahoma City got lucky and hit on a bunch of or got a bunch of good.
You don't get lucky twice, Omar. Come on,
yeah,
you don't get lucky twice.
No doubt. They made good decisions, but come on. Kevin Durant was in their lap at number 2, so not they were going to not choose him.
Yeah,
right?
They blew that
Russell
one
Westbrook,
they
James Harden.
wanted to kiss Russ's ass instead.
Of course, they should have kept all of them. We can all agree on that, right?
They should have let go of Russ and just kept KD.
No, you crazy, man.
First of all,
I would have kept him till they won one champion. I could have at least got one
ship. Then I would have moved on from. Yeah, I would have moved on after that.
I'd have moved on from trash Russ.
Do you know how hard it'd been to keep all 3?
You were going to stop, Jake. You were going to stop right now.
But do you know how hard it'd been to keep all 3 of them guys?
It'd been hard.
Sure, right. But back then the salary cap wasn't like it is now with luxury tax and all that. So you could have just, what I mean?
But what I'm saying, Omar, you talking about 3 stars in their prime on their second contract. That's hard to do.
It is. But just like the Bengals, I said pay everybody. Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, and they did. And
they did. And guess what? They ain't gonna have a damn defense. Nobody.
They better know how to draft because they ain't got no money for a low wall there.
They gonna have defense to stop.
We asked this question, Mar, a couple weeks ago, so I want to get your opinion on this. Right when they signed him, we all said that if they can field at least a top 20, top 15 defense, that Burrow can win them a championship with Higgins and Chase. What is your opinion?
They got it. It has to be 15 or above. Has to be around 15. 16, 17, I might let it slide around there because people, believe it or not, Mahomes did the same thing for his 2 Super Bowls the last couple of years. Besides last year. Last year was the only year he had a top 5 defense. The other 2 was an average defense. And when you got weapons like that, it's the only problem. Cincinnati still ain't never done nothing for offensive line. It's cute.
I agree with Mark. I agree with Mark the way he's saying it.
It's cute.
You got to help. You got to build around them still. You can't just grab those few players and say, hey, do this. Not only that, the league's getting better. You're getting better QBs. Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix are on the rise. Get ready, man. This is about to get scary time.
So you only chose those 2. You ain't Caleb really.
Omar. I hated Bo Nix and Sean Payton got I hate it, but Denver,
that's fine, but he's still not Bo Nix to fix, and he's not going to win them a Super Bowl. I don't care.
What a hater.
Especially with y'all in the division. Let's be honest.
No. This is so disgusting.
I've never seen a guy be a Raiders fan and root for the Chiefs. Look at Omar. Man.
I don't root for the Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs every day when I go to bed and every day when I wake up. I hate the color red because of the Kansas City Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs with a passion. You're not going to win because you're there. That burns in my chest. But one thing I can admit, if we're seeing one of the greatest of all time, which Patrick Mahomes is, he can carry a whole team without a defense. And you're being a hater and not realistic like you should be in a division with Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and possibly Geno Smith really ahead of y'all bum-ass Broncos.
Whoa. First of all, it's going to be it's only going to matter between the Broncos and the Chiefs. All right. Raiders, you still got work to do. You know this.
No, they're screaming around thinking that they just got the next Dan Marino with Geno Smith's old ass.
I never said that. Shut up. I never said that.
And Chargers are just going to continue to be all hype and no substance.
No substance. Yeah.
So you don't think Jim Harbaugh can do it?
No.
Basuda in your voice. Basuda booty juice.
I didn't say Jim Harbaugh. I said Justin Herbert can't get it.
Yep.
Justin Herbert can't get it done, dog. I didn't see
Wildcard Mark. You should have saw the second they signed Geno, bro. This boy was frolicking, running around.
No, I was not. That is the biggest lie I have ever heard.
You lying too now.
You're a liar.
Man. You a liar. All I said was he plays better indoors than outdoors. I don't even think we're going to make the playoffs, so shut your ass up because I'm not you bringing your ass in here. Broncos Super Bowl goals. And then what? You went 4 and 16.
This is what Jake do. Every time they lose, he don't show up. He be
right. I've been hitting it all the time.
Now you was here this year. I got to give it to you.
Hey, it's crazy because I was looking at the Broncos playoff highlights the other day, man, and like the video was only like 10 seconds, so it didn't last.
Wow.
Crazy, dog.
Matched our Super Bowl highlights.
It was like one touchdown, and then like it said thank you for watching. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like,
what you're saying, Mar, is that their highlights weren't even shorts or reels duration. It was only like 10 seconds.
It was be very scary, bro. Evan Ingram. He's on the Bronco.
But at the same time, I did see I saw a forest fire the other day, and I was like, I don't know how the hell that got started. And then somebody had put a Raiders jersey in there, and I was like, oh man, that makes sense how that's at the end of the day, even though they did have a short playoff appearance, they made it there. Like I was waiting for the Raiders to at least get to 500, and y'all jokers, y'all just can't get right, bro. Y'all just can't get right. Y'all
Mark told me that they got the next best thing is the Legion of Boom right now. I told him, bro.
You know what?
Only because they got Pete Carroll.
That's a lie. That is a lie. I never said that. What are you talking about? Yeah. Look, Mar, I'm gonna let that slide because I still feel bad about earlier. You get one more. I'm a mutely like Jake. Anyways, you got anything else on that, bro?
Nah, man, I ain't got nothing else on that. Hey, Canteen. Hey, what team you rooting for next year? Are you gonna stay?
No. So let me make all clarity.
Wow,
now hold on. Are you gonna stay with the Dirty Birds, or are you gonna rock with the Stars? I just need to know.
No. So I want the professor to clarify this, man. I've always been with the Falcons.
I know that.
We had one of our teammates that coerced me. That had a few. Look at him.
He
coerced me.
Wait, hold on.
Yo, where's the pause in that? Where's your pauses now?
No.
Coerced is not a pause word. Coerced just means to change somebody's opinion.
Hey, Jake. You
convinced. That's all.
You see what convinced him right there. He's doing it right now. That's what convinced him. He was sipping and tripping, chilling with Flo. And he was like, and Flo was like, hey man, you should be a Cowboys friend. He's like, yeah, man, that sounds like a great idea. He was sipping.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly how that was.
I'm working with ATL, man. Here's what I think.
Oh man.
I think the Falcons gonna get rid of Kirk Cousins, to try to get rid of that burden as far as that, remove more of that salary cap. I was upset when they got rid of Grady Jarrett. But Grady Jarrett, we had to get rid of him to get more salary cap, more money. He was one of the great ones on our front four for our defense. I think Omar, say his name because I know I'm going to say it bad because I've been drinking and my tongue is a little slippery and I ain't going to say it right. So I'll let you say the quarterback's name.
Of what? Who quarterback?
Atlanta's quarterback.
Michael Penix.
I don't want to say the other word.
Yeah, you don't want to say Michael Penix like you usually do.
Say something I don't want to say on air. But anyway. Here's what I'm gonna say, guys. I don't want to say nothing contrary on air.
Show's off the rails. I don't know what to tell y'all.
It's way off the rails.
But I think for the NFC South, I think the Falcons probably be one of the strongest teams out of that division, man. To be honest.
Man, I don't know. Y'all had me fooled. I thought y'all was gonna walk away with that division because it's up there for grabs, and y'all fumbled the bag.
Fumbled the bag, man.
But
I told the professor, man, I'm gonna try to make a trip out to Nashville. We're gonna kick it, man.
Hey, let's make a deal, man. Hey, man, go ahead and let me have Kyle Pitts for a third, bro. That's just generous. I think that's very generous.
I mean, Kyle Pitts don't even want to be in Atlanta no more. To be honest,
let me have him for a third. I think that's generous, bro. Because the man underachieved. So if I think y'all third, I think y'all came up.
Yeah, I mean, you get him third. Hell, he didn't even perform on my damn fantasy team no damn way. So you get him. Yeah.
No, because I just need him to know to learn the offense this year, learn it from Kelsey, and then go ahead and take it over from Kelsey for the next 6, 7, 8 years. That's all.
That's why.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. Mar, I know you got to get to your show tonight. So, oh no, it's Thursday.
No, it's Wednesday. No, I'm gonna do one more tonight. I'm gonna do one more.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Damn, it's Wednesday. Okay. So yeah, we need to get you out of here soon. So let's keep it moving. You sure? You good?
Nah, man, I ain't in no damn rush, man. I mean,
okay. All right. I didn't want to keep you past the time you need to be. Okay. Well, what I will say is, damn, we got so far off topic. I don't even remember.
Right, man. I mean, this. To be honest, Professor, this is probably one of the best ones we've done, man. I ain't gonna lie.
This is definitely one of the best.
This one for the books tonight.
Thank you, Mar. Thank you, Mar, for coming on. We really appreciate it.
I'm glad you came, Wildcard. This is one for the books.
So happy.
Hey, y'all probably didn't even need me. Y'all just
no. We need you, but we need
Jake, dog. Jake, because Jake tripping, dog. Jake.
Where did Jake go? Did he quit? Where did he go?
I don't know. But we need you tonight. But then, Professor, you got to go back and then kind of pull out those measles out of here, man. Pull those good, and then just go back and just kind of.
Hey, your man,
man. This was good. This is one for the books, man.
I got you. Well, let's keep it moving. Y'all make sure you tap in with Wildcard Mar, our special guest tonight at I.O.W. Sports, as well as at Wildcard Mar on all the socials. Please make sure you tap in him. He's an amazing streamer, and you will love his content as well. Make sure you hit that QR code up at the top where you can subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS as well. At that QR code, you'll find the Bottom Line Sports Facebook group. Please go ahead and join that group for all the best sports news and trash talk. And finally, don't forget about the bum, Hot Take Jake. When he comes back, he's on the Final Say pod. Although at this point, you might not want his final say because it's been so horrible today. Bars. All right. Moving on, NBA GOAT level guys. Last night, Mar talked about this on his Late Night Owl episode, so make sure y'all check that out again. Nikola Jokic went off for 61 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, but unfortunately came in a loss while who Mar was calling the GOAT last night, and we'll talk a little bit about this. Steph Curry put up 52 points, including, as Mar astutely pointed out last night, 11 for 15 from three-point land. He was not unable to pass Klay Thompson, his old buddy, for the record. But in the end, the Warriors beat the Memphis Grizzlies to increase their winning streak. He also added 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 steals for an amazing, amazing game. His 10th 50-point game since turning 30. More than Wilt Chamberlain, who only had 7 after turning 30. So there's your professor's knowledge. Let's start with you, Mar, since I know you talked about this last night on your show. Hit the people what you think about these great games.
Man, when you see performances like that, that's crazy, bro. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's for one, Nikola Jokic, he keeps putting up performances like that. Unfortunately, his team can't help him, bring the W home. So that kind of sucks when you see performances like that go to waste. But it was phenomenal just to watch that. And definitely when I caught the highlights of that. But Steph, man, that man shot 60% behind the arc. Well, cats wish they can shoot 60% from the floor as a whole.
As a whole, you're right.
This man shot 60% from the behind the 3-point line, bro. That's nasty, bro. I'm. Look, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
60%. Hey, for all you LeBron jock lovers right now, I'm shooting at y'all right now. Y'all love that man so much. There's a bit, and y'all call him the GOAT, but I'm gonna put it to y'all like,
hey, Jake trying to get back on, bro.
Hey, that's fine. He need to hear this, cause y'all want to act like GOATs ain't never been a.
You know how to get back on. You got the link. You got the link. Jump back on, fool. You don't need me.
So
but I'm hoping your son feels better.
Yeah. So now, like on some real, so like like on the real term, GOATs usually are in packs. They're never solo. All right. So
look at some animal knowledge on the program today.
I have no issue nominating.
What is a herd of goats called? Do you know?
No, I don't give a damn. But I call it.
It's Jordan and his friends.
I call it. No, that's good. I was gonna call it dinner but I mean that works too. But
I like goat. That's true.
Some good curry goat be slapping. But anyway, at the end of the day, y'all man LeBron been having to do at the same time that he's quote unquote being a goat at the same time. That's crazy. How you letting another man be in a goat at the same time? You supposed to be goating. How you letting another man build a dynasty in the middle of the king's court? That don't try to sit here and act like Steph Curry ain't built no dynasty in the middle of the king's court. Don't try to act like he did that.
Where's Jake at for this? Bring your butt back, Jake. We need you to hear this.
Come on, man.
Don't act like Steph Curry ain't did that. So at the end of the day, if we saying goats are a multiple or a pack, of course you're gonna throw Bill Russell up there. You're gonna throw Kobe. You're gonna throw MJ. You're gonna throw Bron. You're gonna throw Magic, Hakeem, whoever is in your GOAT conversation. At the end of the day, y'all better start throwing Steph Curry's name in that conversation, a GOAT conversation, because goddamn it, he doing shit that. Are we acting like he didn't innovate the game?
Hello, world.
I get it. Analytics have always kind of said the 3-point shot have always been a 3-point shot, but it really wasn't until Steph really started really flaming it and using it as his go-to weapon. That's when analytics was like, oh, well, perfected. Hey, you don't get a Trae Young if you don't get a Steph Curry. I don't think you get a Trae Young.
You're absolutely right.
So my thing is he's changing games, and we can't act like perfecting the 3-point shot isn't something that can extend your career. We don't see LeBron. So we try to act like the uptick of LeBron's 3-point attempt didn't coincidentally happen around the same time Steph Curry is flaming with the 3-point shot. That's not coincidental. Okay.
Right.
All right. Then I'm just a fool. Cool. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish off. Sorry, I thought you had.
No. I'm just saying at the end of the day, y'all can say whatever you want about Steph Curry. If you don't think that he belongs in the GOAT conversation, I don't know what basketball we watching. I don't know. And at the same time, there's that point in time, and I think Jokic go at some point in time if he
Jokic should be in the conversation as well.
In the conversation as well. I don't think he's there yet, but if he keeps doing what he's doing, and for the next 6, 7, 8 years of his career, oh yeah, he's gonna be in that conversation because what he's doing is crazy. What he's doing is crazy. So, I just think we just got to keep it real about what's like who are actual basketball ballers. And y'all love LeBron, that's cool, but we ain't gonna act like he overshadowed anything that Steph Curry did along the same trajectory and the time frame that he did it.
Right.
Steph Curry is something different, bro. And we got to remember that man, there were people who thought his career was going to be done. His first couple of years, he had so many ankle injuries. We thought the dude wasn't going to make it.
Correct.
True.
He was sitting behind Monte Ellis and just couldn't get right. Had them ankle injuries. I thought there was times like, bro, it just ain't going to get right. Mark Jackson was pacing with him. Next thing you know, he's the best shooter in all of basketball. I mean, it was potentially there because we saw what he did in Davidson. The man had the whole nation going crazy when that Davidson went on that run in 2008.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we know what's up. So it was potentially there. It finally got tapped into. He made sure that he fought through the injuries. He's a shoe-in Hall of Famer. I mean, look.
Almost definitely.
When we talk about Hall of Fame resumes and we talk about GOAT resumes,
please talk about this, please.
What do we always talk about? Okay, do you got the individual accolades? Right. Wasn't Steph Curry the first unanimous, and I think the only unanimous MVP?
I believe so. I believe you're correct on that.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
check. He got the individual accolades. All right. Does he have the team success? Well, we just talked about how he built the dynasty in the middle of the King's Court. Check, knock it off.
That's right. You're right, Walker.
Did he impact the game? Well, everybody want to shoot threes now.
Lighting the boards up, bro. They lighting the boards up.
Hey, everyone, you want to be like Mike. Is that not the same effect?
Brother.
Is that not the same effect?
Brother.
Right.
Hey, so when we start talking about GOAT resumes and you talk about the criteria, Steph Curry's name fits in all that criteria. I'm not trying to have that conversation with people that night trying to see the conversation right in front of you that Steph Curry is a GOAT.
Say no more.
I mean, hey, Lamar is over here spitting super facts.
Cooking.
And y'all
cooking,
better
bro.
start. He is cooking and eating at the same time. My man is getting it.
I mean, come on.
Now, I will say this. Look, yes, clearly has changed the game. Clearly, this innovation spreads further than most, probably any other innovation unless you look back at like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain when they were so much bigger. And the baskets had to be moved up and things like that. All of these different things that happen. But Steph Curry and the 3-point shot is something that has made any person be able to play the game of basketball, because you do not have to have the height and you do not have to have athletic skills to be able to shoot a ball.
Just the skill to make that shot.
Just the skill to make the shot. And now I'm not, don't anybody come in here at me or trying to cancel me. Yes, it takes mechanics, athletes to shoot the ball. I get it. But what I'm saying is that anybody has a chance to be a good shooter.
Hey, look. There's a coach in LA. JJ Redick made a career out of being a 3-point shooter. Mm-hmm. Kyle Korver. To the end, towards the back end, Ray Allen's career.
Yeah.
There's been guys that have been able to take 4 or 5 years and extend it on the career just by sitting at a spot behind the 3-point line and say, hey, man, if you somehow find me open and I'm open, man, give me that rock. I'll put it in that hoop. Come on, man.
Yep. No, you're not wrong. But my thing is, when you're looking at – go ahead. Go ahead.
All you need is 40%.
Oh,
bingo.
And you got a career. At least a 10-year career. If you shoot a clip at 40% behind the arc, you got a 10-year career in the NBA.
You have knocked it out the park at that point.
You got a job.
So then my question is, how many GOATs can we consider in the conversation? When are there many GOATs?
Oh, come on. Oh, we know if you belong in that conversation.
Okay. All right, got it.
We know
because the context of the actual word.
No. Listen.
Go ahead.
Let me cook. Kobe.
Cook, baby. Cook.
Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, Steph Curry, Durant.
Whoa. Back it up.
Who? Durant. I mean, look, he's a future Hall of Famer, but not a GOAT.
You don't think KD in that conversation?
Back it up.
Not a GOAT. But he's a Hall of Famer, not a GOAT. The GOAT, that's what I'm saying. How many people can be in the GOAT conversation? Is it a limit of 5? Is it a limit of 10? Like, I mean, what are we talking about?
Come on, you ready? I'm gonna lay it to you. Because I talked about this last night. Kevin Durant is an all-time scorer. That doesn't make him a GOAT.
Okay, that's where you got me right there.
Here's why he's not a GOAT. All right. He's going to have the individual accolades. He got the MVPs. Cool. All right. The team success. He has it. I got to put an asterisk on it.
You're right, bro.
The moment Kevin Durant said, I can't beat them, I'm going to.
Now you cooking now, brother.
The moment he said, I can't beat them and I'm going to join them to get my championships, I'm sorry. I can't put you in my GOAT conversation because you are not a leading factor. Now,
you're a follower.
Now, let's dig a little deep in it because let's not get it twisted. If you look at the numbers, yes, there was a lot of default that was given to Kevin Durant by Steph Curry because he was like, "Hey man, you that scored. I'm gonna let you cook." Let's be honest, all right? If we go,
I mean, and that's what Steph let him do that. Steph let him cook.
Steph backed up and let him cook, and they got 2 championships. Yes, he got Finals MVP. That's cool and all, but if my guy didn't back up and say, no, and I'm Steph Curry and I'm Chef, and you're just Kevin Durant, you're not KD. We're having a different conversation. We're having a different conversation.
Yeah,
I
absolutely
love
right.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's a great basketball player, a scorer. But the moment that you said I can't beat them and I gotta join them to get my championships, you are a sidecar.
You exonerated.
You are something that is something that is on, and I get it. His performance in those games were phenomenal. Helped get championships. But that was all on of Steph Curry, the GOAT, the Hall of Famer, backing up and deferring and says, I'm going to let you have your moment. And they can say it's different. That's what I saw. And then they can say it's different. That's what I saw. Because at the end of the day, Steph Curry is still Steph Curry. He's won championships with and without Kevin Durant. At the end of the day, Steph Curry built a dynasty in the middle of the King's Court. And that's something that matters something. And my thing is he's built a dynasty and Kevin Durant joined it and helped. He helped build a wing, a small little wing. He helped build a little wing, but that was,
of course, they may not have won both if it wasn't for all of them being.
I put it to you this way: they said, "Hey, man, you're the Picasso, man. I just want you to make the crib look good, make it look good."
Yeah.
But the crib is built. The crib is built. Just make it look good.
Just make boy. You said boy, flow with
cooking. But so and yes, I completely agree. Right, like although, and just to play advocate real quick, a lot of people could say the whole join him if you can't beat him is smart to do in terms of building a resume. But I agree. I'm on your side. I completely agree. But some people would say the latter. Anyways, we'll keep it moving. That was a great conversation. Canteen, what are your final thoughts here on these 2 great players? And if you want just to talk about Curry and the GOAT, you can just do that. That's fine.
Man, I wanted to elaborate on one of my favorite players, man. But like I said, Draymond Green opened up a can of worms, man. He opened up a can of worms during the All-Star break. And here's what he said. He said that he thought that the Golden State Warriors were one of the greatest teams. He thought that the Golden State Warriors had the most talent. He thought that they were the best team that were around. They got to live up to those expectations when it comes to the playoffs, man. Can they do that? Can they survive? Can they make things happen when it comes to the playoffs? I think that they can, but they got to show me, man, at this point. It's gonna be tough, man. The West got a lot of guns out there, man. They got a lot. The West got a lot of artillery. They got a lot of artillery out there in the West, man. So it's gonna be rough out there, bro. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the West is loaded. The West is going to be a gauntlet in the playoffs. But as you all see, we all agree, Curry is a GOAT of the game. What I will finish off is in this comment of things, because these 2 gentlemen astutely pointed out all the greatness of Steph Curry. I want to build off Wildcard Marsh's point that the innovation that came into, or the popularization of the 3-point shot,
that's a better way.
Steph Curry has changed the game in, again, as I mentioned earlier, probably more than any other thing has ever changed the NBA before. This is in terms of maybe not salary cap, but playing. So I completely agree with both the gentlemen here. He is a GOAT in the game of basketball and is a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame, no doubt. All right, let's keep it moving. Well, I was hoping Jake was going to come back, but unfortunately his son got sick, so we're hoping for his son get better, and we'll see if he gets back to us here shortly. But anyways, if not, we'll keep it moving into the NCAA tournament. The women and men's Final Fours are set, and boys, we have chalk across the board, the most chalkiest of the chalks have ever seen in Chalktown. In the men's side, we have all number ones, your Florida Gators, the Houston Cougars, the Auburn Tigers, and the Duke Blue Devils. On the women's side, you have the Dawn Staley-led South Carolina Lady Gamecocks, the Texas Lady Longhorns, led by Madison Booker. UConn is in there. Gino Auriemma still doing his thing. Paige Becker. They got the freshman there, Sarah Strong. Aziz Fudd came back strong from injury. And finally, my UCLA Bruins, led by the best player in the country, Lauren Bett, going for a championship. Let's effing go.
Good luck. Good luck.
You know what? We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna get to that. I have that note in here. It is a very sad note. We'll get to that at the end. But first, what I want to talk about is what you gentlemen think about these Final Four teams, and also who you have as your championship game and winner. We need to update those as well. Canteen, start us off, brother.
So, Professor, I'm kind of hurt, man. I'm kind of distraught.
What happened?
My girlfriend, she didn't make it to the Final Four.
Juju.
Oh no. Yeah.
Nah, not Juju, man. I love Kim Mulkey. I love Kim Mulkey. I love
Kim Mulkey.
I love that old wrinkled white lady. And I'm gonna say it live on the show. I love her, man.
You old Paula Dean loving mofo. If you don't get the hell out of here with that, no, you've been muted. You've been muted by the professor. This is unacceptable. This nonsense cannot continue. First it was Jake, now it's you. You ain't gonna come on here and prop up Kim Mulkey when Juju Watkins just had a horrible injury, and you're talking about some white lady wearing the most outrageous costumes that probably don't even like your color. I think you need to back that up, homie.
Hey, he said, man, I love that old wrinkled like lady.
Old wrinkled white lady, like what? Damn. You old Martha Stewart, Paula Dean loving mofo. Jeez Louise, you old Blanche Golden Girls loving mofo. You old Hillary Clinton.
Hey, bro, that's
Melania Trump loving foe. You nasty.
Hey, Kim.
Let me finish. So I've always loved Kim Mulkey, man. I like her demeanor. I like her spirit. She old. She wear a lot of makeup. She wear those crazy outfits, but I like her coaching style. Yes. Now, what she said to the other guy on the interview was outrageous about the Elite Eight or whatever. But when we look at the teams that are in the Final Four right now,
yeah, that was horrible. We got to talk about that. But go ahead, good. Keep going.
The Final Four, man, right now, UConn and South Carolina, and Dawn Staley a bulldog. She's a bulldog. She's a bulldog amongst bulldogs. The girl, she knows how to coach. But UConn gonna bring that fire. They gonna bring that fire.
Okay, well let's keep swinging it around with let's keep swinging it around with women's first, since he gave us his women's pick. Mar, who's your women pick? And please don't say Kim Mulkey.
Oh no, damn shame ain't that wrinkle.
Old wrinkle white lady.
I've always loved Dawn Staley. I love watching her game, even when she used to play back in the day. I remember when she used to play for the Charlotte.
She was a great player. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I remember when she used to play for the Charlotte Sting back in the WNBA. But regardless, loved Dawn Staley. Loved her game. She's quiet kept. She's built a juggernaut down in Columbia, and a dynasty right there before people. I think she's at 3 national championships. So I would be shocked if she don't get number 4 this year. And to be honest, I think the only team that could probably default that or deter it is Paige and UConn. And I can't.
Okay.
I was so in all honesty, I was hoping, unfortunately, Juju got hurt. I was hoping to see Juju and USC versus USC. I was hoping to get the all USC matchup. But I'll take a USC and UConn matchup. And I love that. So it's not a bad fallback plan for me. So I'll take that. unfortunately, Texas, I don't think they got enough juice. And then hey, I love your story of your Bruins. But man, to go up against the juggernaut of UConn and y'all got to play y'all perfect game, baby, and that's a lot to ask for. Y'all got to play y'all perfect game, baby.
Perfect.
Yeah, got to play that perfect game.
Got to bring your ass on, Professor.
So, gentlemen, as you can see, I am a loyal UCLA Bruin fan. If my camera will focus here, there we go.
Yeah, as soon as you put it on, you don't want to see that. Yeah, you don't want to see that mess, dog.
Okay, all right, there we go. Anyways, I was going to bring up the fact that obviously we all missed out on Juju Watkins, right? Her ACL injury is horrible. I never thought I would feel bad for an FUSC Trojan condom, but here I am feeling bad for her because I'm a UCLA fan. I hate them. But anyways, I love Juju Watkins. I love her game. She's a killer. I feel really bad for her as a member of the torn ACL club myself. I know how hard it hurts and how bad it is to come back, or how bad it hurts and how hard it is to come back, rather. So prayers up for her. We definitely missed out on them versus her versus UConn. That would have been amazing. Her and Paige Beckers going head to head. We missed out on her versus UCLA possibly going head to head for a fourth time in the season, which would have been freaking awesome since USC actually had a 2-1 lead over us. But unfortunately, she was injured again. Prayers up. Hopefully, she comes back safe. That being said, it was not going to matter. The FUSC Trojans were not going to beat my UCLA Bruins. Neither is USC. They got a good team. I mean, UConn. UConn has a good team. Very strong. They would be the one that I would most likely, worry about in the situation. We already beat South Carolina this year, and we blew them out. Now, I know that was earlier in the year, but I think that would still hold weight with the players on each team. And Texas, while Madison Booker is an amazing young lady and player, just can't see them stacking up with these other powerhouses. So I am going to go with a UCLA versus South Carolina final, and I got my UCLA Bruins obviously winning and beating the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks for a second time this season and putting the first national championship for UCLA women's basketball in a very, very long time. So that's our predictions there on the women's side of things. Let's go ahead and get our men's predictions. Canteen, what is your men's prediction?
Man, so the men's side is a little funky, guys. A little funky on the men's side. So you got one side is two SEC matchup. It's two SEC teams playing against each other. Then you got Houston playing Duke. I'm gonna go. Auburn's gonna upset Florida.
I mean, is that an upset though? They were number one for all season.
Yeah,
is that really an upset?
So not really upset. So I'm gonna go. Auburn gonna beat Florida. I like Kelvin Sampson, man. I like Sampson. I like the brother out of Houston. I like Florida versus Houston in the championship. I think Duke gonna finally fall on the blade. They're gonna finally fall, bro.
All right, Mar, what you got?
Damn. Hey man, here's a crazy thing about Duke, man. They always look good when it matters. And I'm like Cam. I like Kevin Sampson, but I love the athleticism that they got in Houston. It's a problem that I got that I always had with Duke. Can't do nothing when it comes to them athletic dogs, man. They can't do it. As good as the recruit that they do in Duke, they don't recruit athletes like these other schools. They just don't. I'm sorry.
You're right, man.
Hey, they recruit the high IQ basketball players, and that's fine. But high IQ doesn't always translate to high athleticism. Sometimes, hey, some of these guys just might leap out the gym on these boys. So, I think Houston might walk away with one of the games, and unfortunately, between Auburn and Florida, man, I know Auburn's beaten them before, but I don't know. I'm a kind of ride with Florida, man, on this one, man. Hey, I had them on my bracket to begin with. I mean, my bracket's been busted to begin with, but let me ride with at least one winner that I got on them Giants. So let me ride with Florida, man. So
yeah, and I mean, I'm going to do the same thing that you're doing. I have to keep the picks that I originally started with, and lucky enough, in one of my bracket pools, I'm actually in the possibility of winning first place because I did have a Houston versus Auburn final. So I am keeping that final, and I'm also keeping my original champion. I agree with Canteen. Kelvin Sampson has long not been able to get over the hump, but this year he has a team full of seniors and really experienced players. And while I think Auburn does, while they do have the National Player of the Year in Joni Broome, and they have other good players surrounding him, I just don't think the talent level is what Houston has, even though Bruce Pearl is as well an amazing coach. So I am going to go with the Houston Cougars as well, winning and beating Auburn in the final. So there you go. So I had, just to make sure, let's repeat these back for everybody since that was a little bit of a longer convo. So on the women's side and the men's side, hit us again, Canteen. Who you got for the women?
UConn versus UConn versus a Gamecock, South Carolina.
And you've got South Carolina winning.
Yeah.
Right?
Same.
Okay. And then you got the same thing, right, Mar? South Carolina over UConn? Okay, and I have UCLA over South Carolina. Now for the men, Canteen, repeat who you got because I'm going to clip this. So
yeah, Houston and Auburn.
And who's your winner?
Houston by a landslide.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mar, what you got on the men again?
And put this on there too.
I got Houston and Florida, but I'm gonna rock with Florida though.
Rocking with Florida, all right. And I got Houston and Auburn, and I'm rocking with Houston. So me and Canteen, Houston, Mar got Florida there. Thank you for that. I'm going to go ahead and clip that and put that up mañana at the 2:15 mark. Thank you, gentlemen, for that awesome conversation there. Let's keep it moving. We got a couple more topics to talk about. I know it's been a long show, y'all. We thank you for sticking with us because all of y'all have stuck with us this whole entire time. So that's awesome. Whether you're watching in the Bottom Line Sports, Let's Talk Sports, I.O.W. Sports, wherever you're watching at, we really appreciate you taking time out to watch us. Please hit that like button. It is free. It helps us out in the algorithm. And as well, make sure you tap into all the channels, I.O.W. Sports, Wildcard, Mar, Ball and Buds, Final Say Pod, and the Bottom Line Sports. Thank you again for tuning in. Here we go. NFL rule changes. Lots of rule changes, gentlemen, have been talked about. Wow. So let's run through these. First of all, the tush push stays. They're not banning it. Second of all, new overtime. Both teams get a chance to get the ball and score. And you got to remember they also changed the regular season overtime to 10 minutes. And the playoffs are 15. So keep that in mind. And then finally, kickoffs were also changed.
35-yard line.
35-yard touchbacks will be what we're getting there. Finally, Hawkeye technology will measure first downs. Thank the good Lord we won't have these old-ass referees trying to eye the damn ball. Gentlemen, someone pick a rule out here and start with us, Canteen. What you got? Any of these rules hitting you?
So, man, this whole thing about this whole overtime thing, bro. So you telling me I got almost damn near 10 minutes to march down the field and kick a field goal? That's what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a team could effectively run out the whole clock and kick a field goal, but at the same time, as Mad Dog actually pointed out on ESPN this morning, and it made sense, the other team could just come back and score a 99-yard touchdown, but it's not very likely. So he was advocating to move regular season back to 15 minutes, which I agree with as well.
It makes sense. It makes what you just said makes sense, bro.
Okay. Anything else on it, Canteen? Any other
I'm
rules?
Good, man. Here's the thing, man. Go back to the 15-minute rule. Regular season, man.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Mar, what you got on any of these rules? Anything hitting your eye? And it hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Are you there, Mark? Oh, I think we got
at some point in
there
time,
he is.
and we move.
Hey, you were frozen. Start again, please.
No, I'm right here. No. What I'm saying is, at some point in time, man, like move past the tush push, man. So here's my thing: if the research is saying there's a lot of injuries, ban it. If we not having the injury problems, they're not being reported. It's just a play. It's one play. Why are we acting like this one play is that detrimental to your game plan just because you can't stop that one play?
Right.
Like, there's so many other plays in a game. Like, come on, man. And it's not like they're 100% successful at it. They've been stopped. You know, if you want to stop it, why don't you watch film on the other times the other teams have stopped it, and why don't you emulate that? How about that? Did you think about that? I thought about it, and I just thought about it right then and there.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you thought about it. Wait, you GMs don't get paid for that? You coaches don't get paid for that? Oh, well, hell, give me that money then. I just thought about it. Shit, that right then and there. Fact of the matter is the tush push is one play. If it's having injury issues, ban it. If it's not, it's still football. What are we talking about? Why we gotta have a meeting and talking about it or rule change on it? For what? Is it football?
Let me tell you something, Walker. All they doing right now in Florida is getting drunk, talking junk, having fun. Just they call it professionalism, but they just mixing and mingling. That's all they doing, bro.
Yeah, they definitely doing some other things. They having some parties
intertwining.
Yeah.
Look, this is what I'll say. While yes, it should not be illegal, because anybody can do it. So if you wanted to do it, you could practice the play conceivably and be able to figure it out and do it as well as the Eagles do it. But I do agree with Packers president Mark Murphy, who was the one that filed the ban, that there really is no skill involved in the play, and it is almost an automatic first down because it is so difficult to stop because of the fact that offensive linemen are diving towards the ground, taking out the linemen, and then having people push, which you're also not supposed to. Well, there used to be a rule. You can do it now. But back in the day, they had a rule where you could not put hands on a ball carrier to propel them forward.
Yeah. But Omar, you know what word you said? You said difficult to stop,
right?
Not impossible to stop. Difficult to stop is one thing. Impossible to stop is another. It's not impossible to stop the tush push. That's why I'm like, this is football. It's one play. If you can't stop it, then hell, we got a coaching issue.
Right. You need to regroup. That's right.
Yeah,
right, bro.
that's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Right, bro.
I wonder what, and I'm going to look this up while we keep talking, but I wonder what the percentage is of Eagles.
Off the top of my head, I think the Eagles were 83% successful on the tush push.
Ooh, damn.
Wrong. That's high. I get it. That's high. It's not 100%.
Right.
And so my thing is, just because one play has an 83% success rate and other plays have a 64% success rate, we're tripping about that 19%. We're really tripping about that. Just because it just has a little bit higher percentage than other plays. I know there's plays that probably have a higher percentage success rate than the tush push.
Correct. And it's more instrumental to the team. It's more it helps and it's instrumental to the team that's helping.
They're only making it a big deal because it comes at a play where it's third and short, and the Eagles find themselves at third and short a lot of times.
And it helps them and it catapults them to the next level.
And it gets them
so it's more prevalent and it's more out there.
Exactly. It's more prevalent.
It does, man.
It's more prevalent when and it's definitely more prevalent because they just won another Super Bowl. I mean, come on. If we're talking about a team that's not winning a Super Bowl and not a team that's been in the conversation,
it's not even right. It's not even really a band conversation
because they've been in the Super Bowl conversation for the last 4 years. They've been to two, and just won one. Has it helped them win? Yes. Is it the reason why they won? No. It's part of it.
It's part of it, right? Okay.
And I think that's why a lot of people are like, we can't stop it. 83% success rate.
Well, to your point on the 83% rate, and to back you up on something else you said, the Eagles have run their quarterback 122 times in 1 yard to go situations since 2022. The only other teams anywhere close
Buffalo.
are the Bills.
Yep.
With Josh Allen, the Steelers, surprisingly, and hot take Jake's Broncos, and they're all at 55 or less. So that's 67 times less. The Bills and Steelers ran 1 yard quarterback sneaks than the Eagles. So yes, the Eagles have a higher percentage, but they also do run it at almost more than two times any other team.
Hey,
and again, that's to your point that they get in those situations a lot.
Correct.
Not only do they get in those situations, can we also add this to the caveat on why, one, you see the Bills at number 2 and you see the Eagles at number 1? First of all, if I got Josh Allen at number 2, why would I not do quarterback sneaks or a tush push with that big moment?
That's a really good.
That's football.
He's more mobile and agile.
But
use the advantages that you have on your team.
He's 6'5", probably 280. Why would I not use that big motor scooter on a tush push? That's football. To me, that I would be an idiot not to use it.
You're right.
On third and short.
I mean, that's a good point, and I agree with both of you. And to that point, the competition committee must, for a rule to be changed, which this could be brought up again in the future, for a rule to be changed, it has to be supported by 75% of the owners. That's 24 out of the 32.
And that's
awesome.
Hey, and we also got to.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, right? That's probably not going to happen, right?
Well, you also got to remember Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds. Why would I not use the tush push with Jalen Hurts, bro? Come on.
I mean, you're right? You get these players for a reason, and if you scouted them out for these abilities that they have, then you should probably leverage those abilities.
Correct, man.
Okay, let's get a few quick hitters in here in the NFL, and then we'll get on our last topic of the MLB. Thank y'all again for staying tuned in. Probably just a few more, probably about 15 more minutes here. But anyways, hit that like button if you can, and make sure you tap it with all these channels. First things first, Cowboys, Jerry Jones, again with his nonsense of not wanting to pay players on time, and now he wants to have meetings with the players and not talk to their agents or some kind of BS nonsense. He's trying to say he don't know people's name. Santino.
So the way he tried to dime out Michael Parsons and try to downplay him, man. Let me tell you something. The Dallas Cowboys are probably the most coveted National Football League organization in the world. Why is it that Jerry Jones makes irrational decisions and does stupid stuff and don't pay these guys the money that you generate the revenue, pay the guys, get them the money.
The hell are you waiting for?
Let them win a Super Bowl. You got what it takes, but you do stupid. Excuse me, guys. I don't want to curse. You do stupid shit year after year.
I don't want to curse.
Flores coerced me to join y'all. But I had to go back to my roots. I went back home. I took my ass back to Atlanta. I went back home to the ATL. I went home. But why do you do this year after year when you got valuable talent? Come on, man. Make it make sense to me, Professor. Why?
Mar, make it make sense. What you think?
Oh, that's easy, man. Come on, man. Y'all ain't been watching the late night show. I could tell.
Because I have.
Because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is a businessman. He loves football.
Hold on, Marlon. Let me stop you right there in your tracks. Hell, I know he a businessman with me, Professor Dan. We went to the stadium. Y'all, you got to go up 4 flights of steps, come back to the bottom floor of your seats.
Which is some bullshit, Jerry. You got to fix that. I was pissed I had to do that.
And dog, we was in the stadium. We was sitting like this. Flores on me. Dog, when you had to pay at least $20 for a double deuce, a 22-ounce bill, a 22-ounce Michelob. Shit. How you lost your mind?
Hey.
Okay. Professor will tell you we paid for a tailgate before the game.
Yeah.
But dog, when you got to do that, you got to go up all these stairs, come back down, come to your seat. That's crazy.
Hey, you know why he set it up that way, right?
Why?
Because when you go up, he wanted a chance for your wallet to fall out your pocket. So
Come
he
on, dog.
it fall
Bro,
to his
I'm
ass.
telling you,
It
I
fall.
would never, ever, ever, and God is my witness. I'm not saying, I don't say never, but we had me, Professor, and his dad and Flo. We had a good trip, but bro, AT&T Stadium. I'm not saying that bad on the show, but it was horrible. It was bad.
Well, what I'll say is that Jerry Jones is wasting money. That's the point. And if you're a businessman, as a businessman, you don't want to waste money. The whole point of being a businessman is to make a profit and have
generate more revenue, more income.
So if you're not paying Micah Parsons, it's not like he's not the next LT. It's not like he's not a generational player. He is all these things, and you know you're going to have to pay him. But every day, as I said on your show last year when I was on late night, Al, yesterday's price ain't today's price, Jerry.
Today's price.
True.
Pay the damn man. Stop wasting your money. You don't need to talk to him and have a conversation to see where he's at in life. He's the next damn Lawrence Taylor. That's where he's at in life.
I'm telling you, bro, it's embarrassing, man. When you
I don't know. Hey, look. I hear what y'all saying, but I'm not in the uproars because this is what Jerry does. This is a business.
Doesn't make it right.
It's not about right. Come on, Omar. You've been around in life long enough to understand that there's no ethics in business. It ain't about right or wrong. It's about business. And at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is going to be about his business. All right. And here's the only pushback I get to you. I don't think he's ever lost a profit. I don't think he's ever lost money. Probably the only time he didn't make it was the first year was when he bought the Cowboys. It's probably the only time he ain't made money since. Because other than that, the man's been making so much money. He's been making money handing over a fist. He's been making so much money. He's the only North American owner right now that's profiting $1 billion a year only.
But here's the thing, Mark. But why do people like Flores believe year after year the same shit, year after year after year? We gonna do this.
It's because that's what a businessman does. He's going to sell you a dream. He's going to sell you something that looks good. He's going to sell you a fancy stadium, big old projection screen, and I'm going to sell you a quarterback that looks good because I got nice pieces around him. But if I start slowly taking those pieces away from him, you actually start seeing what he looks like.
You're going to cross him out.
But I'm going to go ahead and give him a very expensive wide receiver. I'm going to go give him a very expensive pass rusher on the other side. I'm going to make it look like I actually give one fuck about actually giving you a Super Bowl. But lo and behold, if you really look at Jerry Jones' transactions, he's worried about how can he get more money out of your pocket. He's going to sell you a dream that this team is going to get past the second round. What has this team done year in
the last 24, 25 years? Nothing.
Exactly. They can't get past the second round. So he's going to sell you a dream that they're going to get past the second round. And you Cowboy fans are going to, what they do? Hey, man, this is going to be our year. Look who we got. Look who we added. Look who we drafted. Man, we go Super Bowl. Oh, man. And so when he sells them that dream and they buy in all that hype, then they buy all the tickets and they buy the jerseys and they buy all the memorabilia. Lo and behold, they keep selling into the machine that Jerry has created with the moment he bought the team. He don't give a damn about championships, because if he did, he would have made sure that he kept Jimmy Johnson. If he cared about Super Bowls, he would have left Jimmy Johnson alone and said, you do you, I'm just signing the checks and you go get the Super Bowls and let me know what you need. If he really cared about winning Super Bowls, he would have built that dynasty that probably could have walked away with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, damn 11 Super Bowls if he really wanted to really care about Super Bowls. Jerry Jones has been about money. And the moment that he hit $1 billion per year and he doesn't have to hit a Super Bowl and doesn't have to win it, all he has to do is sell you that they're going to
a pipe. He's selling you a pipe dream.
Yes, he's selling you a pipe dreams. And
come on, wild card, man. Stop playing with me, man.
And the fact that he's been selling pipe dreams day in and day out
for the last 30 years. For the last 30 years since
they buy it up. 95, and they buy it up. And that's how they help that man make $1 billion per year. It's because they buy into the pipe dream. That team's not going to win no Super Bowl no time soon. He knows the formula to make money. And you Cowboys fans, year in and year out, do it. And you know how they do it? Is because he's not just a North America team. No, the Cowboys are an international team. He's gotten international money. You don't make $1 billion a year being just not locally to the United States. No, you got to be international. That is an international name team that is recognized. He built that, and he don't care about Super Bowls. You know why? Because you're still going to spend the money, and it's going to go to his pocket. He's going to make another $1 billion a year again, and it's going to get bigger in the year after that until he passes away. Year in, year in, year out is going to get bigger. So this year was $1 billion. Next year is going to be 1.5. The year after that is going to be 2. The year after that is going to be 3. You're going to continue to keep putting more money in Jerry Jones' pocket, and you're going to get nothing in return. And I'm going to sit here.
And then Flores keeps saying the same thing. Well, our players got a quarterback.
That's fine. Of course. He's a Cowboys fan. It's because he's already been, when you're that trapped into the machine, there's no getting out. He already knows what it is. He's in there.
But Professor, you told him I wasn't a Cowboy fan, right? You told me I wasn't a Cowboy fan.
I did, because I could tell after joining the show that you were just being coerced, and because Flores was your friend, you wanted to make him feel better, so you took his team in because your team sucked at the time. But now that your team is actually a little better and the Cowboys suck, now you've gone back. So not only were you coerced, but it seems like you actually had a little play and part in this your own self. And maybe I should be blaming Canteen a little bit more for this whole situation. How about that?
It's all on you, Ken.
You know, I'm messing with you, kid. All right, that's awesome. Thank you for that. I agree with everything Wildcard Mar said. I'm not even going to say any more about that. The only thing I will say to finish the topic off is I believe, and I agree with you, there's no ethics in business, things like that. But I also run a business myself. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. And the main goal, even more over not having ethics, is to make as much money as possible. And while, yes, you're correct, they make the majority of their money off parking, concessions, things of that nature, it still doesn't, behoove you to or even promote you well enough as a businessman if you're willing to risk another $25-50 million possibly because you didn't sign him early enough. Because if Trey Hendrickson signs before him, that money is only going up another 20-25 million.
True.
Also, you risk invalidating not only the agent, but you risk putting your player out there as well, right? Possibly upsetting your player because you have put him and his agent in a place where maybe they don't need to be. And thirdly, just in terms of a person that wants to, again, and I get the point where you say he's just in it to make money, but as a man who's, let's be completely honest, is no spring chicken, he has less years in front of him than behind him. And at this point, you would think that personal pride would come into play and he would want to win a championship before he, moves on to heaven or heaven, I would assume, I hope. I'm not going to cast any
greener pastors.
Greener, thank you.
But let me ask you this. Would you prefer to win a Super Bowl before you die, even though you already got 3? Or knowing the fact that you can make an easy $1 billion just by being alive?
Sure, but you could also make that $1 billion and even maybe more by winning a Super Bowl and extending that brand and helping your family out into the future. Not that he may not even like his son for all.
That family is fine. They fine. They fine, bro.
They do have a super yacht, so yes, they are fine. They are one of them. All right, so then, well, forget them. I don't care. I only root for the Cowboys when if they're in the playoffs or something because my dad is a Cowboys fan. That's it, and I'll never root for him against the Raiders. I only like it for him to do good. But me personally, I could care less about the Cowboys, and I think that as you have said, and I also said this on your program last year. That is the greatest marketing machine sports has ever been built, is to make yourself America's team off the back of those championships back in the 90s and be able to extend that to now, as you've so astutely said, $1 billion organization 30 years later. Shout out to that, I guess. All right. Last topic before we get you out of here for the night. So thankful for Mar staying with us for such a long time. Jake, hope your son is feeling better. If you can come back for baseball, we're going to touch on this last topic with your Yankees. Hot take Jake's Yankees controversy. Scored 32 runs against the Brewers, including 9 home runs over a 2-day stretch in which they used new torpedo bats. So you say, what, Omar, is torpedo bats? Let the sports professor teach you and learn you some knowledge. First of all, these bats came about for former Yankees infielder Kevin Smith. They were designed by former MIT and Michigan physicist Aaron Lenhart. The bats feature a reconfigured barrel that shifts the sweet spot of the bat from the top of the bat where it used to be to the middle of the shaft of paws of the bat, where the sweet spot, and that what the sweet spot is where the ball is most likely going to connect for most hitters on the bat. It doesn't connect on the end of the bat because if you play baseball or even golf, when you hit something off the end of the bat or off the end of the club, it's going to shank and go to the right, or go to right field. You want to hit it on the sweet spot where you get the most connection, the most velocity, the most launch angle, so you can hit the balls out of the park. These custom-made bats, they began working on them on 2022. I do want to point out they were also done in partnership with MLB, so they are not currently illegal, and as of now, no one is trying to ban it a la the tush push, although I'm sure we could possibly see that. All we know is this is revolutionary for the game of baseball, where offense had been down the past few years because of the rise in great pitching. But as baseball is always want to do, they make these corrections, and usually what will happen is they overcorrect too much. So now what I'm fearing is that offense is going to be so great that pitching is now going to decline, and we are going to swing back the other way, as we are want to do with MLB, a pendulum going back and forth. The offense is good for a while, then pitching is good for. I need an even damn game. Mar, you talked about this last night. Hit the people with your opinion on these torpedo bats.
Hey, man, end of the day, man, I don't give a damn if you got a torpedo bat, a regular bat, aluminum bat, a wood bat, a wooden, or if you can't got no eye-hand coordination, it don't matter, bro. If you can't hit the ball, it don't matter. Because for those who were fussing at the Yankees about it Saturday, y'all were pretty quiet last night when they striking out a lot last night. So
14 strikeouts to be exact last night.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, it's like, it's just a bat. All they did was take just a little bit of the wood and move it down. That's it. Like, and like Omar said, it's been in the MLB for a couple of years now. It's been hasn't been banned because it fits in the actual measurements and regulations of Major League Baseball's restrictions, how they got measurements on bats. There's a certain measurements you got to be within. It fits it. So I know a lot of people are up in arms, and especially Saturday, they were pissed off about it. Let it go. It's not getting banned. It's not illegal. It's not going nowhere. Matter of fact, you're probably going to see more players starting to go buy it because they can go buy it for $200. I saw it. So they're going to start buying them. But look, at the end of the day, it's almost like putting makeup on an ugly chick. She's ugly, you're just an ugly chick with makeup. So that doesn't change nothing. So if you can't hit, just because you got a torpedo bat, it doesn't turn you into a hitter. You can't hit.
Correct.
It doesn't make a hitter. A hitter uses a bat as an extension of his skills. That's all it is. If you can't hit, you can't hit. That bat is not going to change nothing. All right. So relax, folks. It's not going nowhere. Now, if you want to regulate it in other levels like high school and college, well, I don't even think so because they use aluminum. But regardless, if you want to regulate it somewhere else, then by all means. But it's not going nowhere in the MLB. It's staying, and I don't have no problem with it because hell, if they hitting home runs and bringing viewers, it reminds me of '98 when y'all would have the whole steroid race. So it didn't matter then when I was getting them views. So give me them views. I don't give a damn. Shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I said, it's been pendulating back and forth, swinging between them. And as you mentioned, right, it's not legal. MLB was working in partnership with them since 2022. And yes, they haven't been widespread used until this year when they really got popular. But MLB has known about it since 2022 when they started working on it. So again, it's not legal as Wildcard Mark said. Canteen, what's your thoughts on this?
Hey man, this whole baseball thing is just right here, man. Let it roll, man. Let it roll, let it rock, and let them do what they do, man. Baseball is this whole dynamic, man, Omar, because baseball is a whole melting pot. You got all genres in baseball. You can pick and pull pull, choose, and do what you want to do from baseball. Let them rock out, bro. Let them rock out. Let them make it happen.
Yeah, like it's not illegal. No, keep going. Sorry, I thought you were done.
When you have over 160 some games in one sport, that's major. That's a big deal. And when you're able to cut contracts exponentially, Professor, you know that. What does the word exponentially mean, Professor?
Exponentially. That means to cut very, very largely at a large and percentage cut each time. You are getting more bigger and bigger in your cuts.
So come on, man. You got it from here, man. I'm done.
No, you good, bro. Keep going. Hey.
So when you can do what you can do in that era, when you can make things like that happen. Baseball is its own league, bro. If Canteen can go play for the Braves and you give me $60 million just to stand my ass up there and come on, man. I'm in a league of my own. Really?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. And like you said, I mean, it's not going to be banned, right? We all know for now, at least, it's not going to be banned, and it shouldn't be as long as MLB was actually in the process of its creation. Then it should possibly be, or it should be accepted. And the thing is, anybody can use these bats, so it's not like it's a uneven playing field, because anybody is able to have the same advantage. So it's like the tush push. While I agree, it's probably not in the name of fairness per se. When you do something that gives you an advantage, if it can be done by everybody and it can be used by everybody, then it's not an unfair advantage. So even less than the tush push, I would see this something that would not be banned, because anybody and everybody can have the ability to go out and use this bat.
Great point.
Cool. And I will just end it off with one thing. I'm going to let Will Ferrell agree with Mar here from Anchorman, and he'll tell us about a woman and makeup.
You're just a woman with a small brain, with a brain a third the size of us. It's science.
It is science, bro. I don't know that that's correct. I don't want to cast any aspersions on our female audience members here and female fans. That was Will Ferrell. That was Ron Burgundy. Don't get mad at me. It's science. On that note, I love that movie so much. We're going to get out of here. Wildcard Mar, man, you have been a blessing to us today. not only did you decide to take 3 hours of your day to spend with us and you're not even getting paid, I am so fortunate. We are so blessed that you were able to come bless it with your presence, especially since Jake had some issues. It was perfect timing, and we are so happy that you could join us, my brother.
Man, come on, man. Chill out, man. Y'all know y'all fam, bro, man. It's all love, man. It's whenever, dog.
Word. Well, I owe you a couple late night owl appearances for this, and I want to get on anyways.
And let me know. Let me know too, wild card, man. You gotta let me know in advance. Let me know in advance so I can come home and take me a nap, and I get back up, and I can kind of just maneuver.
You old ass motherfucker.
Look, I'm 38, and I get up early. I maneuver throughout the day. My bones is old. I'm a young old man, so you know. But hey, shout out to the professor who holding the bottom line down. Hey, professor. Hey, look, we gonna talk, bro. Hey, hey, boy,
Hey. Not only we're gonna talk, I'm trying to convince O to come out to Kansas City for a Raiders Chiefs game. So if you
will.
Look, man,
you already know. You already know.
Look,
yeah. So man, if
talk it up, let's do it. I'm down. And he'll tell you I'm down. And I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna have me a good time, boy.
Hey, but hey, get to Nashville because I know because right now you're in Carolina.
Look, man. Look, man, go on speak it to existence. We gonna put it in motion now. I'm gonna tell you how I get down.
Because all I'm saying is Nashville ain't nothing but 8 hours from me, and I could do that. That ain't nothing.
We ain't doing no driving. We flying. Omar, tell them what we do.
Nah, I'm cheap. I drive though. I'm cheap.
Omar, what we do? We have a good time.
No, we're flying to Kansas City. I ain't driving shit. First of all, I don't drive anyways. But I don't like being in a car.
Listen, man. When I first met Omar, bro, we just like this. We mesh well, and Omar know we might bump heads and this and that, but.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, if y'all come out here to Kansas City, man, I'm gonna show y'all a great time, bro. I'm gonna show y'all.
I mean, hey, you gotta say less, brother. I'm coming out for a game. We're gonna figure that out, and as well, Canteen is supposed to come to Nashville later this year.
Let's go put this in motion, bro.
So that way, Wild Card Mark can come to Nashville. Will you stop interrupting me, Canteen, for a second? Damn it!
Omar know me. Omar know me. I'm just like right here.
I'll come to Nashville. Don't you ain't got to pull.
Canteen, when you get a date, you let me know. We're gonna tell Wild Card Mark so he can come out. We're gonna tell Hot Take Jake so he can come out. Clubber D, all of them. Everybody can come to Nashville.
Man, say less, bro. It's up. Say less.
All right. Well, hey.
You ain't got to pull my arm to come to Nashville, bro.
Let's go.
Matter of fact, I know we got to go. It's this place called Monell's, and I've been trying to get back to it so bad.
I love Monell's.
We're going back.
Monell's is bomb, son. Yes.
God. Oh my God.
Oh yes. Okay, cool. And yes, obviously I'll come out to KC. I've already been out there once for a Raiders game, like 10 years ago, and the Kansas City fans are so nice. I couldn't even be mad at them. So I definitely would love to go back for a game. So let's plan that out, my brother.
Yeah, the tailgate is crazy.
Hey, the
tailgate was great.
Omar, call me tomorrow, man.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Wild Card, let them know where you're at. All right, bro. Later.
All right, peace at the bottom line, y'all.
Peace. Wild Card, let them know where you at, brother. Oh, did he leave?
He took me out.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to move you so we could get centered here.
I'm still too, man. Hey,
I got you. I removed you. There you go. Okay. That's what I was trying to do.
Old man having old technology problems, man.
Right. So anyways, tell the people where you're at, my brother. Where can they find you, especially right now coming up?
Hey, man, for real, man. Just tap in with me. Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar. I'll probably jump on my own podcast within like the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna get myself together and probably get some stuff together real quick. And then like I said, just go to the Twitter page, I.O.W Sports Network, 613 Fade Productions. My man Bobby G Audible Podcast. We got that going on Thursdays and Fridays. Yeah, man. Man, there's so much that I got going on. That's why you just going on to the Twitter, man. And yeah, I might tell you, man. The fact that I brought the late night show back was crazy because that was adding more stuff to my place.
Yeah, it'd be like that when you're streaming. You got a lot of shows.
It'd be like that, but yeah, man. And always, hey man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button right here. It's a bottom line. Ball and Buds. All right, great peoples. They my fams, my podcast fams, man. We gonna make something happen. But y'all make sure y'all go and support them for sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, for real. Podcast family. And like I said, I think that obviously you and I get along really well. I see us being friends for sure. So real friends, real life friends. We gotta get in touch and do all that. Faux life. Give me wait, which side? Give me a too sweet. Are we good? Boom! Too sweet. All right. By the way, that reminds me, check us out before WrestleMania. Oh, that's a great point. This is gonna be next week, y'all. Next Thursday night, check us out. Banter, Brawls, and Bravado, WrestleMania edition. You will have myself, Wildcard Mar, Hot Take Jake, and another guest on battling it out over some WrestleMania topics. So check that out next week, as well as the Professor Seminalmente. I'll be on tomorrow night, probably 7:30 Eastern with my weekly news headlines show. So check me out there tomorrow night. Check us, Wildcard Mar and myself, next Thursday here, Banter, Brawls, and Bravado, and as well, Bottom Line Sports every Tuesday night, sometimes Wednesday like tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. We thank you very much. Again, Wildcard, really appreciate you coming on, my brother. Y'all go check him out now in about 20 minutes on the Late Night Owl. I know I'm going to go get my accoutrements and join him as well. Holla, 5,000.